Okay, so there's a weather delay. There is a weather delay, so the game is delayed. That's what weather delays mean. I'll put it here just so you guys see I'm not fake news, I'm not lying. But we can just sit here, relax. I'm late and I have a very good reason to why I am late. One, it is because of the weather delay. But when I was going up here, I obviously have my coffee. I know it's late, but I have my coffee. I always have my coffee. And I brought my glass of water and I just dumped water all over my table. I'm very thankful it didn't get to the computer. I should probably get a bottle. That's a little advice to everyone. If you work a lot on the computer, it's better to have a bottle than a glass. But for some freaking reason, after 6 years of doing YouTube, I still bring a glass of water. There's just something charming about it, right? Like bottles are meant for decoration. Like look at my background. I have that beautiful look at right there. I have that beautiful Charizard bottle right there. I'm not going to use it to drink water. That's a beautiful bottle. Why would I do that? Bottles are meant for decoration. They're saying 1 hour delay. 1 hour delay. What are we going to do here for 1 hour? What are we going to do here for 1 hour? My goodness. What are we going to do for one whole hour? There's no way. Let me see. Let me see. You guys are messing with me. There's no way it's a 1 hour delay. Let me try to find some news on this. Guys, there's nowhere saying it's a 1 hour delay. Who saw that it's a 1 hour delay? There is no way. They're saying live pre. I might have to, dude. What? Like, what else am I gonna talk about? Just hate on Mexico? No, dude. They're gonna cancel me for that. But there's no. I don't see it on Twitter. Let's do this. We can look. If I wasn't, if I wasn't on, what should I call it? If I wasn't on the live stream right now, I would be scrolling through Twitter. So maybe we can all scroll through Twitter together and we can just rage bait different nations. Jeff has plenty of ideas for 1 hour. Let's go, Ecuador. Yes, I do have Ecuador winning. Jeff saying, bring me in. Jeff, no, my Jeff, I can't bring you in. Okay. My internet's not working. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's me. It's not me. It's not you. I could go through my Pokemon card collection. we can start. We can start going through my Pokemon card collection if it's 1 hour. They're saying USA Today is reporting it. We don't know if they're fake news. I see Alexi Lalas talking here on TV. Thierry Henry and Zlatan looking at him as if I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna just end it right there. They do not look happy. I don't see it. I don't see it. Show us your full arts. I might have to get my Pokemon collection. I might have to get my Pokemon collection. They're saying, listen to Lala's talk. Do you have Yu-Gi-Oh? I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards too. I do have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But hey, before I get my Pokemon collection, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Is a hate watch? Of course, it's a hate watch. We are hate watching Mexico today, but the game is delayed. The game is delayed. Let me actually create a banner saying game delayed due to weather. That way people come in and they don't they don't just how do I edit this? Okay, edit, scroll as a ticker, and there you go. No, no ad as a banner. Save. There you go. Game delay due to weather. Look at that. Look at that. I'm learning how to use this bull crap right here. All right, let's go through Twitter. Let's have fun with Twitter a little bit. You guys are gonna be able to dive into my own mind here for a little bit. Show us your full arts, guys. I'll get my Pokemon collection very soon. I'll get it very soon. Um, let's see. Have you ever heard of Pokemon Showdown? Seriously, does Chris? Seriously, if I heard of Pokemon Showdown, I was ranked top 100 in college at Pokemon Showdown. Now it's changed a lot, right? Because when I was in college, they launched the Mega Evolutions of Pokemon, and then a lot has changed since. But believe me, I know what Pokemon Showdown is. I'll go through my Pokemon. I do have a $4,000 Pokemon card with me right now. If you guys want to see it, I don't like to brag. I don't like to brag. But let's go through Twitter here. Tom Bogart saying USMNT coach Pochettino starts today's press conference with an apology. I was frustrated. Oh, don't do that, Pochettino. They criticize you and you apologize. Don't do that. If I can give you guys any advice, if someone or a group of people attack you, like the LA reporter, right? When she was attacked by the very angry Bosnian fans, you don't apologize to them for banter. Like if you really, really, really mess up in life, then sure, apologize. You should apologize. But if it's just banter, like she was, like silly banter, even a little bit cringe, you don't apologize. When they come after you, you double down. And they'll come after you again when you double down. Believe me, this has happened to me many times. I am speaking from my own experience. Okay. So they'll come after you, you double down. When they come after you again, you triple down. That's when some of them start to back out. They back off, right? When you get to the triple down. But a few will still be there. And those that are still there, you attack them more than ever. You don't quadruple down. You go after them like you wanted to end their career right there. You just end their career. And that's how you don't lose. Okay? If you apologize, you lose. But again, if you mess up very badly, apologize. Apologize. That's the right thing to do. But if it's something like that, banter, what the LA reporter did, I feel bad for her. She should not have apologized. Let's keep going here on Twitter. The problem with Twitter is sometimes some weird shit shows up on Twitter. Hopefully it doesn't get me canceled here. Most of my Twitter is just soccer, but then you have some weird stuff that show up like Dave Portnoy. There he is. Should we go through Dave Portnoy's tweets? They're one of the worst things you'll ever see. They're saying, do you play the Pokemon TCG? No, Patrick, I collect. I don't play. I don't play Pokemon TCG. I just collect. Nobody watches Pochettino's. You spelled weather wrong. What? Game delay due to weather. Where did I spell weather wrong? It's correct. It's correct. Even if it's wrong, it's okay. Okay, so Tim Howard on Bosnia. Bosnia, they're better off not even getting on the plane and going to San Francisco because the U.S. will put in the work. So that's banter. That's banter. It is a little stupid to say that. I'm not going to lie. It is a little stupid, but it's just banter, and Tim Howard probably shouldn't apologize for it. He shouldn't apologize for it. It is a little stupid, though, to say that. Dom, let's see. He said, trash your league. Oh, did you guys see this? Okay, so this I should probably show y'all. Let's go to my Twitter profile. You guys are going to love this. So I was scrolling through Twitter today. Where is it? I tweet too much. Where is it? There. So that Freddie guy deleted his account, right? The German guy, he deleted his account. But today I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw the official MLS account. So Freddie deleted his account, but Freddie was like, yo, Germany's out. I'm German. And I'm here in the US till July something, like late July. I don't know how much vacation time this guy has. People in Europe have a lot of vacation time. These guys have like 4 months off a year. It's insane. I have like 4 days off a year. They have 4 months. So congrats to them. I wish I had 4 months off. But going on here, this guy was like, I'll be here till July. Then the MLS account just comes in. It's like, do you want the LA Galaxy versus LAFC game? We have Royce and Son. Do you guys want it? Like, it's going to be a very good game. Do you want to see Lewandowski's debut? Do you want to see Griezmann's debut? It's like just a few options. It's like MLS like desperately trying to get this guy to go to an MLS game. So I decided to do a little bit of an investigation. And when we go back, now he's deleted his account. But we have this tweet here from our beloved Freddie. And I'm not even exposing Freddie. I think this is good. It's his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion about MLS. And back in 2024, Laius said, yeah, Messi definitely deserved the Ballon d'Or. Winning a trophy with these cats might be harder than the World Cup. So he was talking about winning a trophy with Inter Miami, right? And then Freddie's like, nah, all MLS teams are all MLS teams are horrendous. That's why they won. So MLS is essentially like kissing ass and try to bring this guy to go watch the league when this guy I've gotten more hate from MLS shills for I'm wearing a fucking Orlando City jacket right now for crying out loud. I get labeled an MLS hater. Me. I get labeled an MLS hater, right? And then this guy just said every team in MLS is horrendous. I've never said that. My criticism to MLS is mostly to individual players, to be honest, and a few coaches, right? I am actually very kind to MLS. I would say one of the kindest. But then Freddie says something like this, and then you have MLS's official account. Do you want to go to LA Galaxy, LAFC to see Royce play Son? Can you stop marketing your league around one player, two players, three players? Can you just market your league based on your league, like the teams, storylines? That's MLS at some point has to stop with this freaking gimmick, dude. They have to stop it. Now, Freddie deleted his account. He's saying that that was always the plan. Once Germany was out, he was going to delete it, I guess. Some people were saying that he got exposed. Like, my tweet's not exposing him, right? And he definitely didn't delete his account because of me. But some people found some tweets of him visiting the US in the past. I don't know. But also, I tweeted this today. We're going to win tomorrow. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at that. Dude looks like prime Russell Crowe right there. Prime Russell Crowe right there. Looks like he's ready to fight the Emperor of Rome, the gladiator. Mauricio Pochettino, we're winning tomorrow. Steven Spada saying, I think my Uber Eats order was eaten by the driver. I ordered it 2 hours ago. The restaurant said it was picked up, and I never got it. Taco time again. That sucks. I've never used Uber Eats. I use more like DoorDash. They're not sponsoring this video, DoorDash. So I'm just giving them a shout out for free. So good for them. I've never had any issues with it. It's been good. And then Jeff Serrano saying, Tack, use this stream to vent out your frustrations. Okay, I have a good one. Do you guys want me to go through my Instagram right now? Because the Mexico fans have been all over me on Instagram because they put like fireworks, right? They put fireworks near the Ecuadorian hotel to try to mess with Ecuador. So essentially, I just said I'm going to be rooting against Mexico more than ever, which, to be honest, let's all be honest here, I was going to be rooting against Mexico for sure, regardless of this happening. So we made this post here on Instagram. I never wanted Mexico to lose so bad in my life. And in this post, we show the videos. This is the Ecuadorian hotel, and you see the Mexicans there trying to be loud. The police officers are pretending nothing's happening. There's fireworks. They're trying to keep the Ecuadorian players wide awake. And then there they are, more of the Mexico fans in Mexico City, making as much noise as they can in the Ecuadorian hotel. And this is an Ecuadorian fan kind of complaining about FIFA and just like, why are they not doing anything about this? Why can Mexico just do whatever they want? Now, listen, they can do whatever they want as long as it's not illegal in their country. They can do whatever they want. And then I have a bunch of Mexico fans asking me if I just started following football. You guys just started watching football today? It's like, no, dude, I've watched football, whatever way you call it. In Brazil, they call it futebol. In Mexico, I guess it's football. I don't fucking know. They can do whatever they want. But do you really need this to beat Ecuador at home? Ecuador that has Ener Valencia starting up top? You need to keep the Ecuadorian players awake all night. You need to delay their flight like 6 hours. And then look at the comments. Look at this. So people just don't see like why I just don't apologize. I'm not going to apologize for them, right? You start to see, it's like, bro, this is football traditions. Like, what? Dude, honestly, it's probably illegal to just set up fireworks at like 11 p.m. at a public space right next to a hotel or homes. It's probably illegal just for starters. Now, do they do it in Latin America? Yes, they do it in Latin America. It's pretty normal to do it in Latin America, right? It is pretty normal. I'm fully aware of that. They do that in South America, in the Copa Libertadores. They do it in CONCACAF. They do it in CONMEBOL. It's just freaking stupid, dude. It's just really, really stupid. And we can go on. It's not football tradition. It's just, it's like, hey, look at this guy. This is literally have been a thing forever. But now that Mexico does it, someone else, for once, it's a problem. It's like, no, dude. Like whoever did this, if they did this in the US, I feel like people would get arrested. If they did this in the United States, they would just get arrested. They go in front of a freaking hotel and start just like lighting up fireworks at 11 p.m. The police would come get everyone. It would happen. Okay? And you can't just say that it's a thing forever and now it's a problem. What is this nonsense? It's like saying this like 200 years ago, whatever they wanted to end slavery. You're just like, no, slavery has been something, it's been here forever. You can't just end slavery. It's been here forever. You can end things that have been there forever if they are wrong. Okay? And it's not just the Ecuadorian players. I'm sure there were people in the surroundings just trying to mind their own business. Okay? Want to have fun? Go do it. Has it been around forever? Of course it's been around forever. Okay? I'm not stupid. I know that. The people that are saying that you can't stop this are the ones that are stupid. Now, they did it. Good for them. Mexico's still going to lose today. But what I find hilarious about this, it's just these comments, right? It's been a thing forever. What do you mean? There's a lot of things that have been forever, and we kind of just stop it because at some point we're like, hey, should we like grow up? Should we grow up? I know it's been a thing forever. Okay, let's keep going through the comments here because there's some crazy. This fan, finally a smart guy right here, very smart guy. This fan behavior is so corny. One smart guy. I'm Moroccan and I'll support Mexico to the end. And the next World Cup in Morocco, we will welcome you. What the fuck does this have to do with anything? Why is this guy saying he's Moroccan? Why is he? What? Say, when did this account become so sensitive? Believe me, I'm one of the least sensitive people you'll ever meet, dude. If you've seen the hate I get online, I'm one of the least sensitive people you'll ever see. Saying the CONMEBOL would do this to Mexico in Copa America and also in the Sudamericana. If you know, you know. Yes. Yes. And did you guys like it? Did you guys like it? So you're going to go and do the same? So when you go back there, they're going to do the same to you? My goodness. Not the brightest minds here. They're saying, stop crying. This is normal in the football world. Yeah, you know what was normal in the football world? A few years back, Corinthians fans, they lit up fireworks in a stadium and they killed a kid in Bolivia. And back then, it was normal to just light up fireworks in a game. It was just okay. That's why, well, it's kind of stupid that they aimed at someone. It was normal. Should we stop it? Like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things that are normal that we kind of just stop. They're saying it's okay when all the teams do it to Mexico. No, it's not, you stupid, idiotic thing. I never said that. What's his name? Chuy D? At all tournaments they go to. But we do it. Now it's a bad thing. Look, listen. Let me tell you one thing. I live in the U.S., okay? I live in the United States. When has the freaking United States of America's fans, when have any of us gone to a Mexico hotel and started lighting up fireworks at midnight? When have we ever done this? We've never done this. It's like it's okay when teams do. When have we done this to Mexican teams here in the U.S.? Do it. Like, let's do this. Mexico fans. When you play the United States here in the U.S., find the American hotel and light up fireworks and see what's going to happen. Just do it. Because and then you know what you can do? When the cops come to arrest you, or depending with Donald Trump, like he might even call ICE, right? That's what he's been doing right now. So just light up fireworks. Mexico fans, light up fireworks near the hotel where the U.S. is staying. And then when the cops come to arrest you, you know what you tell them? Say, yo, Mr. Police Officer, stop being sensitive. This is football tradition. Don't arrest me. This is football tradition. And you know where you're going? straight to jail. You're going to jail. That's what will happen. The problem is, if you look at Mexico, there are a lot of cops there. The cops might even be okay with it there, honestly. Okay. Let me see here if I didn't miss anyone. Mexico thinks that Ecuador has never seen this in CONMEBOL. Yeah, I mean, Ecuador is probably used to this. I'm just saying it's silly. You're also let me just remove the comments here for a second. So, for example, let's say you're playing in the Copa Libertadores. So there's an away game and a home game. And when that happens, you go play the away game, they light up fireworks, right? Mexico does that, Ecuadorian teams do that, they do that. You're not hosting the tournament. You're hosting a game because it's home and away. You're not hosting the tournament. There's a difference when you're hosting the World Cup, right? For example, let me ask you guys a question here. This is so ridiculous, the fact that FIFA doesn't do anything about it. Let's say let's pretend Mexico's a good team here for a second. Okay? They're not. But let's pretend Mexico's a good team. Okay? If Mexico was a good team and they went all the way to the final of the World Cup, would their fans be lighting up the freaking fireworks in every single game that they're going to play, every single opponent? They were going to do that the entire World Cup? Do you see the problem? It's like the answer to that is probably yes. They probably would do it. The answer is probably yes. You see how you have to kind of like sometimes stop some stupid traditions? You have to kind of stop it. But let's keep going here through the comments because we have plenty of time, right? We have plenty of time, and there's a lot of stupid comments to go through. They're saying, that's a regular thing in the CONMEBOL Libertadores. Yeah. Yeah. It's also like a normal thing to get robbed in Rio de Janeiro. It doesn't mean I like it. It doesn't mean we should keep doing it. You go to Rio, getting mugged, it's insane. You go to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and everyone's like, it's okay if you get mugged. Like, it happens. It's like tradition here. Are we supposed to be okay with that? My goodness. Is this account new or something? I almost want to click on this guy's account. His name is Alex P. Comedy. Dude. Comedy. I don't know, dude. 275 posts, 1,300 followers, dude. You might want to look for a different career path. Okay? It's just not working. Is this account new? Have you seen the treatment clubs receive when they visit Argentina or Brazil? Liverpool fans destroyed Man City during the Champions League game. I get this, WH. No, my account is not new. I'm not new to this sport also. And have you seen the treatment clubs receive? So you don't like the treatment. Why do you want to do the same thing? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Are we this stupid let's see more comments. Our society. Julio, my friend, this is football. Go watch paddle if it's okay. Julio, I'm not gonna. Drew said, Joven bro, this is football tactics. That's just a joke. No more different comments. I mean, these are the same comments we've been through. Okay, new comments. Tactical Manager TV. Oh, but the United States has been very nice and welcoming country this whole tournament, right? Yes, we have. We have been nice. We have been nice. Like, honestly, look, if you look at the 3 host nations, let me know here. Let's do this. Let me make a poll. Let's go to the chat. Which of the host nations has been the best host nation in the World Cup? Which one has been the best host nation in the World Cup? The US, Mexico, or Canada? I'm going to put a poll. You guys vote. Hold on. Let me bring up a poll. Let's put a poll, because to me, it's pretty obvious. The United States has been by far the best host. The United States has been the most welcoming country. Everyone that's traveling here is loving it. Best infrastructure. Who has been the best host? Has been the best host. To me, ever since the U.S. had a lot of issues coming into the World Cup, but ever since the World Cup started, it's been the United States. Okay, so I put there in the chat the poll. Go vote. Go vote. Okay. All right. Let's keep going here at the more of the comments, and then I'll check the poll in a second. The United States has been very welcoming. When Mexico clubs go to South America, El 3, they're not received with flowers. Please, Saibao. What the fuck is Saibao? What language are we even speaking here now? Saibao? Is that even how you pronounce it? Saibao. Okay, I don't know what the hell this means. No, they're not received with flowers. They're not, and I'm pretty sure you guys hate it. So doing the same in a World Cup you're hosting is absolutely ridiculous. Saying, bro, you don't even understand Spanish to understand Latin America videos uploaded. Latin America, I understand Latin America. I lived in Brazil for like half a decade. I definitely understand Latin America, and we don't speak Spanish in Brazil. I speak Portuguese. They did Iran wrong. The treatment, look, politics aside, the treatment of the Irani players was not the right one, right? You do have to separate certain things, the Irani regime or their government or whatever you want to call that thing. You have to separate that from their people, and the players are their people, right? Now, mind you, there were players from Iran like Azmoun, a very good player, that he didn't play in the World Cup because of Iran, not because of the US government or anything. But yes, the whole treatment of the Irani players wasn't great. Yeah, Spartan said Iran, yes, they were not treated probably the best way possible. Iran. That I'll concede. That I'll concede. They're saying, talk about the great French team. I talked about it. France is a very good team. They're easily the best team in the World Cup. I don't think anyone some of them come close, but not the same. Zach saying, don't encourage fireworks for the U.S. men's national team. The man, the myth, the legend, Christian Roldan needs his beauty sleep. No. We want the Mexico fans to do that. Come to the United States. Come to the United States and try to do the same thing, the fireworks to the USA's hotel. The police will just stop you. You're going to get arrested. And you can tell everyone that it's football tradition and this and that. It's just not going to work. They're saying the Somalian ref was screwed over. Yeah, that story was very iffy. They said that guy was like linked to a terrorist group. I didn't see any evidence of it. I'm not questioning them, but I'm just saying I didn't see any evidence. That one was a little iffy too. But here's the thing too. There was a report that came out that Canada rejected 50% of the visa applicants for the World Cup. Canada, right? A country that is portrayed as super welcoming. Oh, they're saying Saibao is shut your bitch ass up. Why don't they just write it? Why are they abbreviating? How look at this. How would I know what that even means? They're abbreviating something that makes absolutely no sense. Let me see how the poll is looking. So far, 500 votes. Keep voting. Keep voting. We're going to get to 1,000 votes there. Everyone's saying U.S. Most people are saying U.S., as expected. Kyler is saying, hate to say it, but Mexico has a large contingent of fans that are trashy online, and especially at game. Dude, I've been getting, I'm not going to go through my DMs because there are people that send me DMs that don't need to be exposed. But I've gotten some nasty DMs from El 3 fans over the years. And recently today, I've gotten some very bad DMs from them. Okay. But I'll just end it at that. Keeping tabs saying, love you, Phil. Thank you very much. Keeping tabs. Karl Marx is saying, LeBron left. Tack, please hold me. Yeah, I don't know if you guys follow, but LeBron has left the Lakers, but he's not going to retire yet. He's still going to play. Beans is saying, when people feel they are the end of history, they don't realize the potential to make a positive change. You are more evolved than them, Tack. Take the W. I wouldn't say I'm more evolved than anyone. I'm just saying that I understand that it is tradition to light up fireworks and keep your opponent awake in Latin America. But my overall point, I don't think I'm more evolved. I'm just trying to tell them that it's like, guys, at some point, we all have to become grown-ups in life, right? There's a lot of traditions in our life when we're kids, a lot of stupid traditions when we're kids, when we're teenagers. Eventually, you have to become an adult and behave like one at some point. They're saying Saibao is shut your bitch ass up. That's what it means. Yeah. Now I know what it means. I see a lot of sai bao here, sai bao there, sai bao everywhere. They're going through. Let me just get a sip of coffee here. They're saying keep the politics out. I'm not talking about politics, dude. Here's the thing. I don't know why people get very sensitive about this. Like some things that you say are not politics. Like I like the Iran players. If you're gonna let them play in the World Cup, you might as well them let them do their actual logistics of staying at the place they're playing for a few more days or whatever, recovery, whatever they need to do. If you're gonna let them play, then if that's the case, just don't let them play. That's a whole different story. If they want to go, if the U.S. government wants to go, it's like no, we're not giving visas to anyone from Iran. It's like okay, fine. I don't have to agree or disagree with that. You want to go that, but if you're gonna let them play, like let them actually play, right? Um, I'm not talking really about any politics unless you're talking about people in the chat. The thing is, everything nowadays becomes politics, right? I talk about how Mexico fans are doing something stupid, and it's like now you're racist against them. It's like, no, I'm calling a spade a spade. You, a grown man, lighting up fireworks at the hotel of your national team's opponent is stupid. That means calling a spade a spade. I'll check the poll very soon. We have 631 votes so far. And we have 274 likes here in the video. Get those likes up. We're waiting because there's a weather delay, everyone. So I'm trying to find things to do. We have a freaking weather delay. I'm going to sleep super late. I might need an energy drink. Dragolet is saying he's writing in Spanish. I don't know how to read in Spanish, so I'm not going to read that. Also, like, dude, this is the freaking essay right there. You're writing too much. I ain't reading all that. JX is saying, why are you all acting like nobody else is doing it? Mother liquor. Why is this the excuse? Why do they use that as an excuse? These guys on Instagram, they're like overgrown toddlers. Like, dude, it's not because everyone is doing something that is wrong. You have to do it as well. My goodness, are we this stupid as a society? Like saying that everyone is doing something. Like if everyone starts smoking crack tomorrow, it doesn't mean I have to start smoking crack because everyone else is doing it. So why can't I? Why shouldn't I? It's like no, like you don't need to do something wrong because a couple imbeciles are doing it. Jeez, my goodness, I've been losing some brain cells here. Okay, look at this one. This is a good one. What happened here? Okay, this is a very good one. Look at this one, guys. J Mart is saying, this is widely accepted behavior, bro. Are you from New Jersey? You know that. Still rooting for Ecuador, though. Okay, so he gained some points with me here. When he said still rooting for Ecuador, he gained points, but it's not it's not widely accepted behavior. If you start lighting up fireworks in front of my house, I'm just calling the police. Simple as that. It's not widely accepted behavior. God, if you start playing like even some good music here, I'll call the police. I am basically a Karen to these guys. They're basically labeling me a Karen just because I'm saying, they're saying, sorry, non-football nation doesn't get to have an opinion on this matter. Brother, I lived in Brazil for multiple years. My parents, I mean, I'm Brazilian American myself, but my parents lived in Brazil for 50 years. I've traveled also to Brazil many times. I have very strong ties to Brazil. I've seen what is real football culture. As a fact of matter, I went to a game in Mexico, Pumas and Chivas. I was on the field. I recorded a whole vlog. I know what football culture is. Don't try to school me on football culture. I've been to the Maracanã multiple times. I've been to the Palmeiras Stadium multiple times. I've been to games in Mexico, been to games in the US. Don't go there. Don't go there. Right? Because I love the soccer culture in Mexico, in Brazil. I love the soccer culture. Very passionate fans. I very much do love it. And I even wish the US had some aspects of it. But at the same time, doing this to an opponent right there, you're just a scumbag. That's the truth. Well, in some places, even a criminal, right? That's how you'd be labeled, but you're committing a crime. But I would just say scumbag. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Oh, I thought you were Brazilian. Well, I'm Brazilian American, right? I lived most of my life in the US, but I am Brazilian American. Funny Muffin saying, pretty sure there was a story about Iran trying to smuggle government military members with the national team. May need a fact check, but could be possible. I don't know anything about that, and I honestly don't feel like looking it up. People can say, "Oh, it's ignorance." Like at this point, Iran has been eliminated from the World Cup, and if that's true, if that's not true, I don't know, and that would require some fact checking that I really don't feel like doing. Zach is saying, still haven't forgotten the 2015 Gold Cup when Trinidad and Tobago and Mexico tied 4-4, and the Mexico fans were throwing bottles at the entire team during the game. Hey, throw bottles at the players. That's football tradition. If I make that post on X, they're all going to start telling me it's football tradition. Throw a bottle full of piss at the players. It's like widely accepted. Just take a huge, massive piss on a water bottle and throw it at the players. It's football heritage right there. It's beautiful. I really hope Mexico loses today. I really do. I usually root against them unless they're playing England, right? If they were playing England, I would root for Mexico. I am definitely more for Mexico than for England. But again, if you guys want to continue to think certain things are football heritage, go ahead. Be my guest. Just it's funny because the reason it doesn't happen in the US is because you get arrested. That's why. That's literally the reason. Eros is saying the US embassy hostage crisis is why Iran can't stay. Okay, I'm done talking about Iran. I'll read the super chat, but I'm done talking. George saying funny. Bet you most of those fans are Mexican American. I'll bet you most of those fans are Mexican American first generation who talk like this, arrogant as whistle while more ignorant than most. It might be. I don't know if they're Mexican American, if they're just Mexican, if whatever they are, or just American, right? Dude, this guy said it's rage bait. He said it's rage bait. What is rage bait? Look at what I wrote. I never wanted Mexico to lose so bad in my life, and I talked about what is, dude? Believe me, I am a professional rage baiter. I know how to rage bait people. That's not rage bait. That is not rage bait. He's saying, tell me it's your first season watching football without saying it directly. Ah, God, these comments are just, I'm probably over it now. I'm probably over. It's like, again, it's the same comments repeating, right? South Americans have done this to Mexico since ever. Okay, let's just return the favor for everything, right? For everything. Let me get this out of the way. I'm done with these comments. But that's so you guys can see. Then you guys haven't seen my DMs. You guys haven't seen my DMs. That's just so you guys can see what I deal with on social media, the comments I deal with. But it's fun. It's fun. Matt saying before the World Cup, there was a 31% of the US population that claimed to be soccer fans. This is a soccer nation that simply has never served the true soccer fan base. 31% is high. And after the World Cup, it might even be higher. That is high, 31%. ESG soccer. As I told you, my dad refused to go, sold, but super bummed because it looked electric after the late goal. So, did you not go to the game? I thought you were going to go to. You didn't go to the Brazil Japan? Oh, I have also a story for you guys. Yesterday, did you guys hear the story about how my eye, well, it's still a little red, but did you see how red it was yesterday? Anyone that saw the stream saw it. It was actually quite impressive. So, this is a little story for y'all so you guys can also apply this. It's a lesson. And now we're trying to kill time because the game is only going to start in 30 minutes. So yesterday, Monday, I woke up and my eyes were kind of red, just tired, right? Because I'm looking on my phone, TV all day, scripting, recording. My eyes were a little red. So I put on some eye drops that were to reduce the redness. The problem was actually that was on Sunday. The problem is I didn't know this. My eye, a few hours later, my eyes just became extremely red. After I put the eye drops, they became white. Then after they became red, and I just didn't know what to do. So I called a friend of mine, a big time pothead, great pothead. Potheads know everything about eye drops, right? If you want to know about eye drops, you call your favorite pothead. He'll know what to do. So I asked him. I was like, dude, my eyes were a little red. They were tired. I put some eye drops on. Now it's like more red than ever. Do I have pink eye or something? And this guy, I'm fascinated, right? You talk to potheads, they just know everything about how to get that eye back to white. So the pothead goes on and tell me he was probably high. He probably was. And then he went on and he said, sometimes when you use an eye drop that is to reduce redness, there is what we call a rebound effect, which means whatever color your eye was before, red, pink, white, it could become redder. So my eyes were kind of pink because they were tired. And then boom, after that, very, very red. And then I just stopped and it got better. So watch out when you use those eye drops that reduce redness. It could be a rebound effect and it'll be bad. He's saying no one asked. I doesn't matter. I'm the dictator of the channel. I can say whatever I want. I just told you the story. It's too late now. You heard my story. You didn't ask, but you were forced to hear it. You heard the entire story from start to finish. You can't do anything about it. Kyler's saying Philly fans got this hate after the Super Bowl. The Knicks fans got hate for also acting stupid as fans. This behavior is consistently hated by anyone with a brain. Yeah, the Knicks fans was very weird. Did you see Did you guys see that video? I don't even know where it is. It's like this lady that is on top of like a traffic light, and then there's another lady that just gets pulled away. And then while she's like twerking, the other lady pulls her pants down and she keeps twerking with her butt out. And then they just start beating the shit out of each other. Did you guys see that video? It was something else. Not a good video, I'll tell you that, but it was kind of impressive. Darian is saying, is it a stretch to say Balogun is currently our best player? It's between him and Christian Pulisic. I don't think it's a stretch to say. I think Balogun and Pulisic, it's a very, very tight race right there. Very tight race. Let me see how the poll. I'm going to close the poll. We have 910 votes. If you haven't voted, vote it now. I'm going to end the poll in like a minute. I'm going to end the poll in a minute. Guacamole United. Tack. Yes, it was dumb, but we still embrace you with our loving arms. Not in Spicy Jeff way when Mexico wins tonight. You're not winning tonight. You're not winning tonight. You're not winning. And they're saying, Samantha's Berry is saying, why are these people in the comments hating on the host? If you're easily annoyed, you're not forced to stay on here. You can watch and wait the game someone else. I don't know about what country you're talking about, so it's hard for me to comment. I don't want to comment out of context. They're saying, bro, you're not Brazilian. What? Okay. I guess. That's what I keep saying, right? I keep saying. I go to Brazil. They say I'm not Brazilian. They don't. I have very strong ties. I may not be entirely Brazilian, but I'm definitely Brazilian. Saying tactical manager for president in 2028. You will host the World Cup again. I can't be president in 2028. I'm too young. Also, actually, because I was born in Brazil. I mean, I was here very young, but I was born in Brazil. I don't think I can be president. It's against the Constitution. Sucks for the US. I'll be a great president. I'll be a very good president. Dumb Doogie is saying the US is 20% Hispanic, so that probably explains the 31%. Did you already talk about Tottenham wanting Balogun? I didn't talk about it because it's just a rumor. I saw it, and I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait on it. But I'm okay with Balogun going to the Premier League. I think he'll do well. Tack is a Florida man. I didn't live in Florida for my whole life, right? I lived in California. I lived in New York. I lived in Florida for 10 years. Been a decade in Florida. So not most of my life, but a good chunk of my life. They're saying Knicks fans are hated on Elmo. Poor Elmo. Oh, I saw that. They came after Elmo. They came after Elmo. They said it. They're saying, you're Jew, you're a Zionist, you're Jew. I'm not Jewish. I am definitely not Jewish. I have a lot of Jewish friends. I know a lot of Jewish people from New York. I went to school with a lot of people that are Jews. But no, I'm not Jewish. Let's see if I didn't miss anything. A girl in Florida got killed by a gator. Florida's too. Yeah, that happens a lot in Florida, unfortunately, right? We have gators. We actually have bears here. I didn't know this till like 5 years ago. I lived in Florida for like 5 years. And then there's this place that they started cutting down trees because they were expanding the neighborhood. And all of a sudden, a bear showed up. We have bears here. We have bears. We have snakes. We have gators. Um, we have hurricanes. We do have hurricanes. A few weeks ago, we had an earthquake here. It hit like Cuba, but I felt it. I started shaking here. It was very weird. We also have the Florida man. That's probably the most dangerous one of them all, right? Um, and let's see if I didn't miss anything. Let's see if I didn't. Guys, the chat is like. I'm kind of surprised there's this many people in the chat right now because the game hasn't even started. You have Shrek? No, we have Pawns, but we don't have Shrek in Florida. Cubans, yeah, we have Cubans, and dude, Cuban food here is so good. You go to Miami or Tampa, best Cuban food you'll ever have. Go to Tampa or Miami, great Cuban food. I swear, coffee, the sandwiches, everything about it. It is wonderful. If you guys want to have a little bit fun of Florida, this is a very well-known joke and tradition here. Go to Google right now and type your birthday. I don't know, like March 15th. Just the month and the day. Don't need to put the year. Month and the date, and put Florida man and see what shows up. See what shows up. So put your date of birth and Florida man, and then put in the chat what shows up. E. Bailey saying, are you still coaching youth soccer, Filippo, from like 9 to 5? I never coached youth soccer 9 to 5. Like coaching youth soccer was always like a part-time gig for me. I still have my company, which we work with kids, but it's a soccer school. It's not really an academy. It's a soccer school. But I worked with Orlando City soccer schools in the past. The first one, actually, Orlando City, I was the head coach there. But it wasn't 9 to 5, right? It wasn't 9 to 5. It was like a part-time thing. Okay, I'm trying to go through everyone. Oh, let's end the poll. Let me end the poll. So I closed the poll. Let's see the results. My God, the chat is super fast. So we had 1,000 votes. 62% of people. Let me put this on screen here. 62% of people. They voted the United States of America as the best host of the 2026 World Cup. There it is. United States 62%. Mexico 33%. Canada 5%. So Canada is the worst host nation of the 2026 World Cup. 1,000 votes. That's a lot of votes. That's a lot of people. By the way, guys, you guys need to make sure to hit the like button. We have 365 likes. We should be able to hit 1,000 likes before the game starts. We should be able to do that before the game starts. I'm hoping. So get the likes up. I did like my own video. I always like my own video. You have to like prop yourself up. If you don't prop yourself up, who's gonna prop yourself up? All right, that's how life works. I'm gonna go through Twitter here very soon. But what was I gonna say again? I was gonna go through the chat. Actually, I have a great idea. I've been live now already for 15 minutes, and the game's gonna start in 15. So let's do this. You guys are hitting the like button. Before we continue here, we're gonna go through a quick hydration break. Okay? Hydration break. You guys can go to the bathroom, take a piss, poop, whatever you got to do. Wash your hands. We'll be back very soon. I'm going to get some water. Oh, it's a VPN, by the way. It's a good sponsor right there, a VPN. And believe me, they have a great deal for you. The World Cup is here, and you want to watch the games without being watched. And that's why today we are partnering up with Proton VPN. With Proton VPN, you can watch the games with no tracking, no data collection, and your privacy being protected. I mean, we don't want that search history leaking. Essentially, you watch the game without being watched. Also, if you are traveling outside of the United States or out of your own home country during the World Cup, you can use Proton VPN. And that will allow you to access your home broadcasts from the subscriptions that you already have. Some people prefer a more familiar broadcast, so even miles away, it still feels like home. And if you use my link, which is protonvpn.com/tactical, or you can just click it in the description, you will get Proton VPN with a special deal that is valid throughout the World Cup. And this is big. You'll get 50% off if you sign up for 1 month. You'll get 65% off if you sign up for a full year. Now, if you sign up for 2 years, you get 70% off, which comes out to be less than $3 a month. Again, go to protonvpn.com/tactical to get those special offers. Thank you very much, Proton VPN, for sponsoring the channel. Dude, I literally got you guys 70% off, right? Every time someone sponsors you the channel, the first thing I do is I say, you better get them a good deal. If you don't get them a good deal, to my viewers, we don't want it. We don't want it, right? You need to be able to get a good deal for your audience. And by the way, we're working little leak here for you guys that are here, loyal fans. Know who I'm talking to partner up for the channel with a special deal? Can anyone guess? Can anyone guess? Let's see if the chat can guess. We're closing a very good deal. It's not going to be for the World Cup. It's later this year. Let's see. OnlyFans. Nope, not OnlyFans. Taco Bell. No, they're never going to sponsor me. I've talked way too much crap about them. Blue Chew. Nope, not Viagra. Not Viagra. Times of Israel. Nope, not Israel. Adidas. No, not Adidas. I wish. Pokemon card. By the way, I should have brought my Pokemon cards, right? I should have brought my Pokemon cards. Do you guys want me to go get my Pokemon cards before the game starts? We're talking to Football Manager. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I don't know, but it's a video game that I love. Football Manager is an incredible game. And hopefully we have a deal with them soon. It's going to be good. It's going to be big. And hopefully we get some very special discounts for you. Some very special discounts for you. They're saying the Communist Party. No. Show us their collect. Okay, let me. Okay, guys, I should have done that. Let's do this. I'm going to put this on screen. Drop a like. Let's get to 600 likes. Let me get some of my collection. Hold on. My Pokemon collection. Give me a minute. Okay. I'm back. We got nothing better to do, so we're going to go through some Pokemon cards here. Let's get this out of the screen. So just for starters, not all of these are mine. Some of these are a friend of mine, but I want to go through it. I might as well, right? So right here, I have the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames. You guys see that? Look at this beauty. This is a beautiful card. Charizard from Phantasmal Flames. Not graded. Now this beauty right here. That's a good one right there. You guys can look it up yourself. The Mudkip. Beautiful card. That's about it that I'm going to show for that. Then I have the cards that are they're not worthless, but they're worth less. I have an entire collection here coming up of Kanto Pokemons. You guys see that? Look at this beauty. I'm doing a full art Pokemon Kanto collection. So all Generation 1, I'm just getting like my favorite cards from Generation 1, and I'm getting them all here. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Doesn't it look wonderful? Everyone loves it. Believe me. I show this to everyone. Everyone loves this. Look at this. Look at this Meowth in Persian. Beautiful cards, aren't they? Let's keep going here. Rapidash. This beautiful Alakazam from Pokemon 151. You guys see that? I have the Kanto Pokemons. I have Magneton here, Dewgong. I still have a long way to go to finish this collection, but I'm kind of still working on it. Mr. Mime, Pinsir, Misty's Lapras right there. Snorlax, the promo. That's a good one. Articuno. I have Mewtwo, the promo as well, full art. So I got some really good ones here. I got some really, really good ones. But probably one of my favorites Oh, it's these. I have all three of the legendary beasts from Crown Zenith. So I have a pretty good one here. I have a pretty good one. Let's see. Oh, now the player's actually coming in. Do you see that? Pokemon just helped us kill some time. Let me get this out of the way. Let me get this here. Charizard from Phantasmal Flames. Beautiful card. It really is. It's one heck of a card. I love it. Yeah. So now you guys know that I am actually a Pokemon master. I actually am. Hold on. I gotta get this out. You see, I'm not a fake Pokemon fan. I know my shit. I know it very well. Pokemon and soccer are two things that I know very, very well. So let's get here. Let's get both starting 11s. I guess now that we're 10 minutes away from kickoff, should I start talking about the game? I mean, we talked about the insanity online. We talked about Pokemon cards. We had a little hydration break. Let me put the super chats. We'll start talking about the game now, I guess. They're saying Tack versus Breck Shea, celebrity boxing. No. Dude, Breck Shea's a big dude. I met him at the TST. He's big. He has a massive reach. If I box Breck Shea, he's going to hit every punch on me. He's definitely taller than Tom Cruise. I'm not boxing Breck Shea. If you're so Ari Speed saying if you're in the Bay, you should break down a City Sunday League match tactics for a video. Shout out to Liga de Pinellas Park Men's League. I don't live in Tampa. I don't live in Tampa. I did live in Tampa, and I used to go to the Tampa Bay area, but I don't live in Tampa, and I haven't been to Tampa in like a year. Haven't been there in a while. Where in California did you live? In RB, where Brazil lives. So in California, I lived in this smaller town called Monterey in California, which is close to San Francisco. Are you single? I know someone interested. No, Cambodians. I'm not single and I'm not interested. Thank you very much, Cambodia. I am not single. Not interested. Zach 2790. Do you miss Oscar Pareja in Orlando City? I think Oscar's time with Orlando had to come to an end. Sure, was Orlando doing better with him? Yes, but I think it was time to move on. So, do I miss some things that happened during the Oscar Pareja era? Was he good for Orlando? Yes, absolutely. But I think his cycle had to end. And they're saying, Karl Marx, the Communist Party would gladly sponsor you. No, you wouldn't. Every communist is cheap as hell unless they want to spread some propaganda. The communist government would definitely sponsor it. Going on. Let's see. Tack, Spicy Jeff had me in his van. I'm traumatized. Definitely don't go to Spicy Jeff's van. Empathy for Ecuador. First moved to Houston area. And the Mexicans fired off so many fireworks every weekend. I had to move to a better neighborhood. Really? They fired fireworks. If you just call the police, they should have to stop if they're doing that at night. Generational yap session. Yeah, like people don't believe me when I say I can yap. I'm very good at yapping. I yap way too much. I can't believe I talked here for 1 hour. I've been live for an hour on my own. I should start like a 3-hour podcast. Like I should start like a Joe Rogan podcast, except for I don't need any guests. I can just talk on my own. There was a viewer of the channel that was going to try to get me at the Joe Rogan podcast. There's like a 0.001% of that happening. Very, very low percentage. By the way, Instagram has been surprisingly growing, our Instagram account. It's a big surprise, but it's finally growing. Generational yap session. Let's see. Thinking Brazil 3-1 against Norway. How do you feel? I think that's a solid prediction, Giovanni. Norway's a very good team, and I find it very hard for Norway to not score in that Brazilian defense, especially with Haaland. But at the same time, I think Norway is going to leak goals against Brazil. Brazil's offense has been quite good in the World Cup, and Norway's defense has not been good. Norway's defense has absolutely not been good. So I think 3-1 is a solid prediction. It might be more like 2-1 because I think it's going to be a very tough game. But ultimately, we'll get to that when we get to that. I'll talk about it at Chappelle Football, the other YouTube channel that we have. We're going to do a predictions video for the round 16. I'll talk about that game. Doyle is saying, are you saying Pearlman is better? I think Pearlman and Moreira are legit crazy. Like Moreira is a narcissist and Pearlman has crazy eyes. Who's Pearlman? I mean, Moreira, are you talking about the Orlando City soccer director? It's Ricardo Moreira. Who's Pearlman? I don't know who you're talking about there. Zach 2790. I'm an Orlando City fan in Tampa, and I miss Pareja. I don't know if I miss Oscar, but it's what I said. Like he had good moments with Orlando. It's just that it was time for his cycle to end. That's all that it was, right? National anthems. Yeah, they're playing the national anthem here at the Estadio Azteca. And let's talk about the lineups here. What are we doing? I haven't talked about the game. Saying if Adams is out, Freeman as a backup. Freeman cannot play the six. No, I would not have Freeman play the six. Honestly, not ideal, but probably Weston McKennie's the best option to play the six. Sebastian Berhalter wouldn't be the best option either. Yeah, today we're Ecuadorians. Don't expect a lot of goals in this game. Don't expect a lot of goals in this game. Okay. Let me see if I didn't miss any other super chat, and then I want to talk about the game because the game's about to start. So Mexico starting 11 exactly as I expected with Hanja. Oh, Gilberto Moura starting. That's a surprise. So I guess Gutierrez is not starting today. Cesar Montes and Johan Vasquez, Gallardo on the left, Jorge Sanchez on the right back. Midfield will have Lira, Romo, two very good players, and the prodigy right there, the biggest prospect in Mexican soccer right now, Gilberto Moura. Alvarado on the right wing, not the best. Then Raul, fantastic center forward, and Quinones, that's been quite good for Mexico. Ecuador, Ordonez and Pacho, William Pacho at the center back position. Incapie playing on the left, more like a left center back almost. Franco on the right. Yeboah, Moise Caicedo, Vite, and Angulo playing on that line of four there in a 4-4-2. And then Plata and the almighty Ener Valencia starting. So the thing with this game is I do not expect a lot of goals. Mexico's defense is good. Ecuador's defense is good. The offense of Ecuador is very wasteful, and the offense of Mexico is also not that great. As much as Mexicans will disagree with me, it's true. It isn't that great. I wouldn't be surprised. My prediction for this game is either a 0-0 draw and we go to penalty kicks and then someone wins there, or a 1-0 win. It's going to be 1-0 or a 0-0 draw. That's what's going to happen. I'm just telling you how it is with these two teams. Do not expect a lot of goals. Don't expect a lot of goals. Man, this is crazy. We've been live for 1 whole hour. 1 entire hour. Can you guys make sure to drop a like in this video? I would gladly appreciate that. And we have 500 likes. 500 likes. So thank you very much everyone that tuned in. It's kind of crazy that I yapped here for 1 hour. It's insane. I did not expect that from myself. I am actually very proud of it. Very proud of it. I didn't know I had this yapping power in me. I didn't know I was this powerful when it comes to yapping, that I could just yap for 1 hour on my own. I don't even remember. What did we even talk about for 1 hour? Like, how did 1 hour go by? What the hell did we even talk about? I can't even remember anymore. This is insane. This is truly insane. Okay. Okay. You know who I feel bad for? So, guys, Dustin, the channel producer, he's actually Ecuadorian American, right? So he's rooting for Ecuador, obviously, today. I'm also rooting for Ecuador, but I don't have like actual ties to Ecuador. I'm rooting for the love of the game, for the love of hating on Mexico. Dustin is actually in Spain. So right now in Spain, let's see what time is it in Spain right now. Spain time now. Oh God, it's like 4 a.m. Dustin was like, I'm gonna stay up to watch this game. And then there's like a 1 hour delay. He might as well have gone to bed and just woke up at 4 a.m. It would have been better. It's insane. Said you ranted about the hotel. Yes, I ranted about the hotel. I showed you guys part of my Pokemon collection. I also collect some sealed product, but not a lot. I have more of cards. Talked a lot about Pokemon. It's true. Did you guys see my collectibles? I also have like collectible toys of Pokemon back here. Got myself more coffee. Sorry, I muted myself here for a second. Pearl Man is Orlando. Oh, sorry. Parallel Man, the coach of Orlando City. Sorry, Zach. I don't know why that didn't come to mind when we talked about Orlando City. Oh, the game started. The game started. The game has started here. FIFA World Cup Mexico. If you guys are wondering about my timer here on screen, a wild. Oh, here he is. There he is. He's kind of awake. It's 4 a.m. The game, Dustin. The game just started now. You don't really have an option. You might as well stay awake. Just get an energy drink or get something stronger. I don't know what stronger would be, but am I watching it on Peacock? No, I'm not watching it on Peacock. I am watching it on my antenna, so I'm probably ahead of you guys. Mexico here with the ball to start the game. Mexico to start the ball. Ecuador and Mexico. Ecuador playing on a 4-4-2. As I said, I'm not expecting a lot of goals. You guys can let me know your score predictions. They're asking, where's Pete? Pete is actually at a party. Pete's at a party. Ecuador clears the ball. Mexico here in possession. We're all Ecuadorian today, by the way. We're all Ecuadorian. We are all Ecuadorian. Steven Spada saying, Tack, you should literally have a talk show like Tack the Soccer Oprah. Believe me, I can talk more than Oprah. She has guests. I just talked here for an hour. And honestly, guys, I went completely off script. I didn't know that I really didn't know that we had a 1 hour delay when I went live. I didn't know it. And I just talked for an hour. Just talked out of my ass for an hour. Mexboy 305 say, Tack, do you agree? Mexico's the most failed soccer nation in World Cups. I don't think they will ever reach the quinto partido. I hope the USMNT does reach further. Um, Saying they're the most failed soccer nation of all time is very harsh, but at the same time, it's a little bit true because Mexico, they have everything to be a superpower when it comes to soccer. They have everything. They do have the infrastructure, they have the money, they have the talent, they have the soccer culture. They also have a big population. They have everything to be a powerhouse. Yet they've always been kind of mediocre. They've haven't really accomplished much more than the United States, which is insane. So they're maybe not the most failed ever, but they're up there. They're definitely up there. And Zach, to your question about Perlman as the coach of Orlando City, I haven't followed Orlando City much early this season. They've been doing horrible, and I haven't followed them much. Alex Freeman left, so there was no like. Well, they do have one prospect, but I haven't followed them as much. Also, because I was focused on the World Cup coverage ever since the year started. So in terms of following MLS, I only followed the prospects and I followed the USMNT players in MLS to start the season. Mexico here at the ball. 4 minutes. Time. Guys, the time is on screen. My time is literally synchronized with what's on screen. Gilberto Mora with the ball. Ball goes forward. Mexico with the cross. No one's there. Ecuador tries to clear it. So far, Mexico's being a little bit more ball dominant here. Just 4 minutes into the game, Ecuador is allowing Mexico to have the ball. Ener Valencia just bumps into the Mexican player. Ener Valencia is not a great player, at least not right now. Do I speak Swedish? No. That's a very tough language. Gilberto Mora cross cleared by Ecuador. No, I don't speak Swedish. It's a very tough language to learn. I don't know. I don't speak Swedish. Free kick for Ecuador on the defensive side of the field. What number is the 17-year-old on Mexico? He's number 19, Gilberto Mora. Gilberto Mora is number 19. He's really good. Like, banter aside, this is a legit prospect. I don't know how good he'll become, but Gilberto Mora is an incredible player. Let's go Ecuador now. Let's go Ecuador. Jorge Sanchez. Shot for Mora over the crossbar. Gilberto Mora with the shot. Dane is actually right. It's like, why should he speak Swedish? You guys are right. I have all the respect in the world for Sweden, and I would love to visit Sweden, but there's no reason for me to learn how to speak Swedish. It would be a lot of work and a lot of effort, and I wouldn't even use it. Oh, and here comes Mexico. Ecuador is not. Shot from long distance. Not a good start from Ecuador here. Not a good start from Ecuador. Jeff saying, Tack, I'm not putting my clothes back on until we defeat Bosnia. Thank you, Spicy Jeff. So you're not leaving the house? You're just going to be walking around naked in your house until we beat Bosnia? You're just going to order DoorDash and stay home? Interesting. It's interesting choice, Jeff. As long as we win, then. As long as we win. What happens if we don't beat Bosnia? Which I don't think that'll happen. I think we'll beat Bosnia. Ecuador with the ball. It's been all Ecuador to start the game. Gilberto Mora. Good ball from Mora. Here comes Mexico. Oh, Raul almost scored a header. This is a very shaky start from Ecuador. Very shaky start from Ecuador. He's like the best prospect I've seen come from Mexico in a long time. Which prospect would you guys say was more hyped or bigger? I guess Gio dos Santos was very much hyped, right? From Barcelona, Vela. But Mora's good, dude. A really good player. Mexico with the ball again. Dude, it's been all Mexico to start the game. All Mexico so far. Ecuador hasn't barely touched the ball. 8 minutes, and right now, just so you know, it's been 82% ball possession for Mexico, 4 shots for Mexico, 0 from Ecuador. Ecuador's just not playing. They're just not playing. They're going for that 0-0 draw of what it looks like. Jeff saying, why would you assume I'm staying in home? Because you said you're not wearing any clothes. And if you walk around the streets of whatever place you live naked, you'll get arrested. I would hope you get arrested if you're doing that. So that's why I assumed you're staying at home. I think it was a very fair assumption, actually. Okay, Ecuador finally recovers the ball. Gilberto Mora got bodied, but he blocked it. Blocked it. Saying Vela was there in 2010. Yeah, there was a lot of hype with Vela, Gio dos Santos. Vela was very much high. Vela was a good player, dude. I know he never lived up to the expectations, but he was a good player. Very, very good player. Someone in the chat is saying that the fireworks worked. Well, the game ain't over. It's still 0-0. We can't tell that the fireworks worked until Mexico actually wins. And I still think Ecuador is going to win. I still have Ecuador winning. They know how to grind out these results. How many likes do we have in the video now? Have we hit 1,000 likes yet or not yet? I would hope we would hit 1,000 likes very soon. Okay, Gonzalo Plata with the ball. Gonzalo Plata. Ecuador finally holding the ball a little bit, but they can't even play out of the back. My goodness. Mexico already recovers the ball. Very bad start from Ecuador. Plata back to Ordonez. And Mexico recovers the ball again. Plata gets it back. Caicedo switches the play. Finally, they relieve some pressure by switching the play, and Ecuador has the ball now with some time and space. Can you... oh, yeah. Sorry, you're right. Thank you. I removed the gameplay banner. Now I put my Twitter and Instagram so you guys can follow there. Here comes Ecuador. Hincapié with the cross. Cleared by Mexico. But Ecuador still has the ball. Ecuador with the ball. Drives inside to no one. Caicedo with the ball. Caicedo. Ecuador still has it. Finally, Ecuador doing something here. Cross goes in. There's no one there. Where's Ener Valencia? The custodian BPJ5549 saying, we're going to get a spicy Jeff Tack OnlyFans content? No. I mean, I would highly recommend Spicy Jeff to start his own OnlyFans. I think he should do it. And I think some people here might sign up for it. It's just not for me. It's not my type of content. Guys, relax about Ecuador. They're getting into this game. Do not count them out. Do not count them out. Be patient with Ecuador, guys. I know this team very well. They're not looking good to start the game, but they need one more. Well, actually, they need more. The problem with Ecuador is I don't count on them actually scoring goals. It's just not conceding them. It's very hard to score goals these days with Ener Valencia up top. Plata, bad ball. Caicedo, Plata. Oh, Gonzalo Plata, you stupid mother licker. Just gave the ball away. Here comes Mexico, and Ecuador recovered. That's out. Throw in for Mexico. Mactical Burhalter saying Tack 11 Wanks, Spicy Jeff OnlyFans if the US wins. No. Well, this is what I don't understand. If the United States wins, why do I have to do something I don't like? I should be celebrating and having fun. Instead, everyone wants me to do something I don't want to do. Throw in for Mexico. 12 minutes here. What happened to Kendry Paez? He's on the bench, isn't he? Kendry Paez is on the bench. He's on the bench. Only fans of your feet? I mean, if it makes me like $10,000 a month and you guys want a picture of my foot, sure. I don't know, man. I'd feel a little dirty, though, about that. It's like, what are people doing with pictures of my foot or feet, both of them, whatever? It's very weird. It's just very weird. Here comes Ecuador. Nope, straight to Rangel. By the way, Mexico has not conceded a single goal in the World Cup so far. Chat is always on some crazy stuff. Yeah, I always say this. The chat we have here on YouTube is the best on YouTube. We have an incredible chat. Easily. Oh, Quinones, he's through. Here comes Mexico. This could be dangerous. Shot blocked. That's a corner for Mexico. George is saying, is Ecuador playing to frustrate Mexico? I think Ecuador is playing this game the same way they would play an away game in Comebol. The priority is to not concede a goal. That's what I feel like Ecuador is doing. Ecuador just doesn't want to concede a goal. That's it. It doesn't matter if you score or not. The priority here is to not concede. That's the feeling I'm getting from Mexico so far. But I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Mexico tried to go short on that corner, but they got nothing out of it. That's going to be another corner kick here for Mexico. Cross goes in, cleared by the Ecuadorian defense. Do I like how Ecuador's playing? No. But it just looks like the same way they play a lot of the away games in Comebol. And believe me, it's going to be very hard for Mexico to get a goal. Mexico's playing well. Oh, Gilberto Mora with a beautiful shot. I need to see the replay. That looked like it was close from Gilberto Mora. My goodness. Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of, not super close, but kind of. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it was close. Holy shit. It was very close. Great shot from Gilberto Mora. Steven Spada, if the United States wins tomorrow, we will all send him a soccer ball each. Send who a soccer ball each? To me? Yeah, send me soccer balls. The more soccer balls I have, the best. If that's what you're saying, yeah. Ecuador wins the header. Mexico recovers at 16 minutes, and Ecuador has looked abysmal so far. Abysmal. Ecuador, you have to lock in. Please. You have to lock in. They have to wake up, dude. I don't know if they can hold 90 minutes playing like this. At some point, Mexico scores. And Spicy Jeff saying Quito, Ecuador, is about 9,500 feet above sea level. Yes, that's where Liga de Quito plays. LDU. They made it to the Libertadores semifinals last year. They actually beat Palmeiras in the altitude, then they lost away and got eliminated. But yeah, Quito has very high altitude. Gonzalo Plata, good ball from Plata, counterattack. Cambodian is saying, do you like fish sticks? You think I didn't watch the... Oh, Ecuador almost scored. Oh, that was actually one of the best chances in the game. He kind of accidentally nutmegged the opponent. He just hit it with his toe, and did it hit the post? That was Cesar Montes that got burned. He towed it. The goalkeeper saved it, and it hit the post. Oh, wait. They gave it a goal kick? I'm pretty sure Rangel made the save. I watch South Park, Cambodians. I know that joke. That's from the Kanye West episode. I do like fish sticks. Fish sticks. Did you hear that? I saw the gay fish episode. I remember that from Kanye. That was a corner for Ecuador. I don't know why. I don't know why they did a goal kick. Okay, Mexico starting to look a little shaky now. Looks like Ecuador scared them a little bit. By the way, I have to go back to Mexico City at some point. I went there twice. It's a wonderful city. I loved it. The food in Mexico City, oh my God. Oh my God. Food in Mexico City is unfreaking believable. Who here in the chat has been to Mexico City? Who's been there? It's a great city, guys. Very good city. in my opinion. Okay, just in my humble opinion. Okay, Ecuador has the ball now. William Pacho. A lot of you have been to Mexico City. Did you guys like it? I loved it. William Pacho with the ball to Piero Incapie. Incapie tries to go long. This might work. Here comes Ecuador. And Jorge Sanchez with the tackle. That'll be a throw in. That'll be a throw in for Ecuador now. Good tackle from Jorge Sanchez. Gen Z is saying, would Obed Vargas and Gutierrez make the USMNT roster? Brian Gutierrez, probably not. Right? He'd be competing with Tillman, McKinney, Reyna, Aaron. Probably not. Obed Vargas, he would have a good shot in making the roster. Wait, what's happening here? Is that a fight? Fight, 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 fight. Players seem pissed off. No, no, no fight, no fight. So Pacho just pushed Raul out of bounds. Raul, it was a normal play. It was a normal play. It's not even a foul. What are they whining about? It's just Mexico being soft. Like, the play was perfectly normal. Like, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. Okay, Mexico has the ball now. 21 minutes now. 21 minutes. They're saying Tack is hell of a bias. No, I'm not. I'm fair. I am easily the most fair analyst, I guess, even though I don't consider myself an analyst. I just consider myself a fan with a big mic, but I guess I'm the most fair fan you'll ever meet in your life. Ask anybody. Most people agree with me. I'm extremely fair. That was not a foul. And here, oh, that's a good ball. Quinones, he might not be off. This could be dangerous. Here comes Mexico. Quinones with the shot. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Was he off? Does it count? I want to see if he's off. There's no call yet. As of now, it looks like Quinones was on, but we haven't checked the replay. The VAR hasn't called anything. It's 1-0 Mexico, Quinones. It was a beautiful goal. Let's see if it's going to count. Is he on? Is he off? He's on. He's on, guys, because he hadn't crossed the halfway line. He's on. Like, technically, he would be offside, but it's a goal. Because if you are on your side of the field, there's no offside. He's on. The goal's going to count. That was a beautiful goal. Mexico gets the 1-0. He's not offside. He's not offside. The goal stands. Very, very poor defending there for Mexico, for Ecuador. One zero for Mexico. Ecuador, you have to lock in, guys. You have to wake up. The problem, with Ecuador is, like, it's what I keep telling you, is like, where are the goals going to come from? Can Ecuador get a goal? Yes, they got 2 goals against Germany, a comeback win, but they're not a team that creates a lot. They're not a team that creates a lot. Gonzalo Plata with the ball to Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo with the ball to Plata. Let's see if Ecuador can start creating something. Plata goes out wide. Okay. Beats his man. It's going to be a dangerous cross here for Ecuador to absolutely no one. What a horrible cry. Like, Ecuador is allergic to scoring goals. It's unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. No, the goal's good. It wasn't rigged, guys. It was a good goal for Mexico. He was not off. Saying Tack is punching air right now. I'm not happy, but it is what it is. It was a fair goal. Mexico's also been playing better. Mexico's been playing better than Ecuador. So far, it's a fair result. Spicy Jeff is saying he was in his own half. Yes, that's why he wasn't offside. If you're in your own half, you're never offside. So the goal was fine. And Mexico has been doing better. And now we have a hydration break. So, guys, since it's a hydration break, I'm going to ask you all to hit the like button once again. And I'm going to put a quick word from the sponsor of this video so I can drink some water. I actually do need water. So, I have two options here. I can just go mute for a minute or I can play an ad. And every time I do that, everyone's like, no, 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 don't put mute. Play the ad. We love the ads. We want more ads. So I'm just gonna put an ad real quick because I need to get some water. I'll be back in like 60 seconds or so, something like that. I don't know. The World Cup is here, and you want to watch the games without being watched. And that's why today we are partnering up with Proton VPN. With Proton VPN, you can watch the games with no tracking, no data collection, and your privacy being protected. I mean, we don't want that search history leaking. Essentially, you watch the game without being watched. Also, if you are traveling outside of the United States or out of your own home country during the World Cup, you can use Proton VPN. And that will allow you to access your home broadcasts from the subscriptions that you already have. Some people prefer a more familiar broadcast, so even miles away, it still feels like home. And if you use my link, which is protonvpn.com/tactical, or you can just click it in the description, you will get Proton VPN with a special deal that is valid throughout the World Cup. And this is big. You'll get 50% off if you sign up for 1 month. You'll get 65% off if you sign up for a full year. Now, if you sign up for 2 years, you get 70% off, which comes out to be less than $3 a month. Again, go to protonvpn.com/tactical to get those special offers. Thank you very much, Proton VPN, for sponsoring the channel. Man, I was looking at that ad. I look so much better now. Got a nice haircut. I didn't have a haircut there. But anyhow, boo ads. Don't say boo to ads. How do you think I need to buy food? Pay rent. Come on. Look, I am one of the few content creators that I provide free content. Like, I don't put any content on Patreon. I don't do it. I just don't do it. I think my content has to be free. The only problem with the content being free is that I take on the responsibility to have to go to find sponsors. My other option is just to put most of it on Patreon and force people to pay, but I'm not going to do that. Just not going to do it. Not going to do it. My content has to be free. Okay, they're back. They're back. Long ball here for Mexico, finding Raul. Oh, he was tripped. Nope. Oh, whoa. Raul, what is that? What is that? He was like, that was clumsy as hell. Clumsy as hell. What is Raul doing? Did you guys see that? What is that like helicopter that he was doing? What the hell, man? Raul with the touch. No, bad touch. That's a throw in for Ecuador. Yeah, that's a Pretty big flop right there from Raul Jimenez. Steven Spada sending a super sticker. I can't see it because StreamYard doesn't show me the super sticker. All right, Mexico with the ball again. Now, look, we have to be fair here, right? Mexico has clearly been the better side, right? Right. Hank saying Tack is taking stabs at Pete for pay to watch. No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm not. Pete, all of Pete's content is free. In his defense, what Pete does on Patreon is he uses highlights, which we cannot do that on YouTube. The reason Pete puts content on Patreon, one is to provide something for his Patreons, but he does it there because he provides highlights. Pete's content is all free on YouTube. The only content that is not is the one that he cannot post on YouTube. So, no, 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 I'm not talking about Pete. Not talking about him. His is a completely different situation. Jeff say, I think Olisi is the best player in the world. Jeff, that is not a crazy take. He's been simply unbelievable. Unbelievable in the World Cup. Again, anyone saying wasn't Quinones offside? No, he wasn't offside because he was on his own half. If you are at your own half, you cannot be offside. Offside is only after you cross the halfway line. Quinones was not offside. It was a legit goal for Mexico. Christian is saying, Pete joining. I need to confront him about something. Pete's at a party right now. He's at a party. So, no, he's not joining because he's at a party. Oh, Mexico 2-0. Fuck, dude. 2-0 Mexico. Raul Jimenez. 2-0 Mexico. What is Ecuador doing, dude? What is Ecuador doing? Is it Jover, guys? Is it Jover? I think it might be. Was that Pacho with a bad? Who had that bad giveaway? Then Raul finds inside. He gets the ball back. Good finish. 2-0. I may be crazy, but I'm not delusional. I don't see how Ecuador comes back from this. I just don't see how Ecuador comes back from this. It's 2-0 at the Azteca. I just don't see it. Ecuador scoring 2 goals. I don't see it. And Jason, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you very much, Jason. 2-0 Mexico, 31 minutes, and Mexico has clearly been the better side. And here comes Ecuador. Unless they can get a goal in the first half, it's over, dude. They're not getting 2 goals in one half. That'll be a goal kick. Goal kick for Mexico. I just don't see it. Ecuador just didn't come to play, dude. They just didn't come to play. Yeah, Ecuador is saying bye to the World Cup today. Eros is saying this is the same Pacho from PSG. They're clearly sleepy. Yes, this is the same William Pacho from PSG. One of the best center backs in the world. Enter Valencia against Cesar Montes. Valencia tries to get across. Corner kick for Ecuador. Corner kick for Ecuador. They're saying the turnover wasn't Pacho, it was Ordonez. Okay, so it wasn't Pacho, it was Ordonez. Not William Pacho. Yeah, it's actually not close right now. It's absolutely not close. Corner kick for Ecuador. If Ecuador cannot get a goal in the first half, they're not going to make it. They're not going to make it inside. They need to get a goal in the first half. They're saying Tax punching air right now twice. I am not punching air. I'm okay. I'm okay. Why are those two players like cuddling on the floor? The Mexican, the Ecuadorian player, they're cuddling. Steven saying, do you think we can play like this against Bosnia? We should play like this. Mexico's playing well against Ecuador. We should play like this against Bosnia. Will we? I don't know. Bosnia's a tough team too. Cross goes in from Caicedo, cleared by Rangel. Very good goalkeeper from Mexico. Ecuador at the ball. What the heck was that, dude? What a stupid ass ball. The one thing that I hate more than bad players are stupid players. That's the one thing that I hate the most. When you make stupid decisions after stupid decisions, that's what pisses me off the most. Ecuador wins the ball back. Mexico still has it. Gilberto Moura. Mexico with the ball. Yeah. England is cooked. Look, I'll tell you this. England is going to play Mexico in the Azteca. So I would not count Mexico out. I just wouldn't. I would not count Mexico out. And the thing with knockout rounds, defense is what wins you games, dude. You need a rock solid defense, and Mexico has that. But again, credit to Mexico for the great performance, but holy crap, Ecuador, you have to be embarrassed. If you're Ecuadorian, I know Dustin, for example, probably is, you have to be embarrassed. This is not a good performance. Like Ecuador is playing way below their level. It's unbelievable. 36 minutes. Like if Mexico scores a third goal, I might just end the stream. I'm not staying for this. Ecuador's pissing me off. Jeff saying if we win tomorrow, I'll give you a free massage. No, Jeff, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't need a massage. Thank you. Thank you though. I'm okay. I'll just if we win tomorrow, I'll just get myself a little Coca-Cola, celebrate, and we're good. Mexico with the ball here, 36 minutes. Ball through the middle. Caicedo recovers it. And here comes Ecuador on a counterattack. Let's see if Ecuador can create something. Gonzalo Plata loses it. Plata, that was nothing. What are you complaining about? Caicedo back to William Pacho. Ecuador has the ball. Piero Incapie. Ecuador down 2-0. They desperately need a goal this half to change the momentum of this game. Ecuador. But they haven't done shit. They haven't done anything. They've been terrible, terrible, terrible. Moises Caicedo. Ouch! Quinones just stomped Caicedo. Is that a card? Let's see. Yeah, nah, that's a bit of a flop from Caicedo. That's a little bit of a flop. It is a foul, but it's not a foul for a card or anything. He'll be okay. Free kick here for Ecuador. "38 minutes here. Mexico 2, Ecuador 0. Fair and square results so far. 100% fair. Caicedo with a terrible free kick. It almost looked like the Ecuadorian players didn't get a good night of sleep. It almost looks like they haven't gotten a good night of sleep. 2-0 Ecuador. We're about to hit 39 minutes. Come outside, Tack. What do you mean? I am. I'm right here. Like I'm not hiding. Oh my God, Ecuador getting completely outplayed by Mexico. William Pacho with the ball. Tries to go long. Here comes Ecuador. Good ball. 1v1 down the right side. He's double teamed. Somehow he still has the ball. Pass it, you idiot. Oh, Rangel with the save. Ecuador almost scored. Guys, do we have a game here? Do we have a game? Okay, there was a good save from Rangel. That'll be a corner for Ecuador. It's a good save. Let's hope Ecuador can get a goal. If they can get one goal here at halftime, we have a game. One goal. Let's go. All right. Moises Caicedo. Corner goes in. Okay. No one's there to head it. So Mexico clears it. Franco. All the way back to the goalkeeper. My goodness, dude. Piero Hincapié. Hincapié tries to find options. Has Moises Caicedo down the left. Caicedo out wide. That's not Caicedo, no. It's their winger. Angulo goes by one. Angulo's in. Cross. Clear by Mexico again. Ecuador's starting to wake up a little bit. They're starting to wake up. Oh shit, my antenna's like kind of like cracking there. Cross goes in from Ecuador, cleared by Rangel. Cleared by Rangel. Ball goes out of bounds, throw in for Ecuador. Where was this Ecuador when the game started? Like now they decided to play. They're actually doing something. I mean, they haven't scored, but they're at least playing proper soccer now. Piero Hincapié. Gonna try, oh my God. Try to cross. Corner for Ecuador again. Finally, they're putting a little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure on Mexico. Had a terrible storm here in Florida today. Very bad storm. But we're all doing okay here. We survive hurricanes here. There's nothing like a hurricane. All right, corner kick for Ecuador once again. Corner kick. Come on, Ecuador. Let's please get one goal. Get one goal. Cross goes in. Cleared by Mexico once again. Actually, no, that was the Ecuadorian player that had it. Hincapié. That is a goal kick for Mexico. Whew. Yeah, Mexico's just kind of resting now a little bit. Spartan is saying, but you wanted them to lose so bad. Still time. Mexico, yeah, I still want them to lose. There's still time, but if they get a third goal, it's over. I mean, kind of close to over. Ecuador needs to get a goal here in the first half. Ecuador is like Areola, Long, and Leggett in South America. Yeah, they're better than that. They're getting a little bit better now in the game. They've been better the past like 10 minutes, Ecuador. But it's not looking good. Well, not looking good for Ecuador. If you're from Mexico, it's looking very good right now. Not as good as me, right? But it's looking good. It's not looking as good as me or as good as Tom Cruise, but it's looking good. Oh, and here comes Ecuador. That's Gilberto Mora down the right. Good cross, and Raul heads it out of bounds. One guy's saying, "Cry, Mexico go further than the U.S. Keep doubting them, but this team will absolutely blast the USMNT." Ha ha ha. Okay, no one asked. No one asked you. Thank you for the chat right there, but no one asked. And I don't think you guys are gonna go further than the U.S. But okay. First, win this game. Then you got to beat England after, most likely. Do I have more aura than Tom Cruise? I don't know, man. Tom Cruise has a lot of aura, like a lot. I don't know. I may be taller and better looking, but I don't know. The aura contest would be pretty close. Here comes Mexico. This could be dangerous. Jorge Sanchez down the right. He's going to hit a cross. Oh, great ball. Shot. Oh, Gilberto Moro almost scored with a header. Oh, almost number 3. That would have been game. He was not offside. If Mota heads that, he's not off. Oh, he just completely missed it. If he was as tall as me, it would have been a goal. If Mota was as tall as me. He was not off, guys. Based on the replay that I saw, he's not off. Okay, Ecuador doesn't have the ball. Mexico has the throw-in. Mexico with the throw-in. All right, so now Moises Caicedo with the ball. We're about to hit 46 minutes, and they added 5. They added 5 minutes here. So we're going all the way to 50. If you have a house, you can put a better antenna in the attic. It's pretty easy. No, my antenna is fine. My antenna is fine. Like I just don't have Telemundo. But I'm being able to watch the World Cup fine. It's in HD. It looks great. It looks beautiful. It's fine. I can't really complain about the antenna. $46 minutes. Bro, would you rather date Superman or date Tom Cruise? I wouldn't date either. They're both dudes. I'm not gay, so I wouldn't date any of them. Let's see. Tack, I told you to buy the antenna in the 2022 World Cup. Yes, I don't remember who told me. Apparently, it was you, but I did buy it for the 2022 World Cup. I used the antenna that World Cup. It was great. And then I stopped using it for 4 years, and now I'm using it again. Saying, why are you a Mexico hater? Guys, we have to stop with these terms like Mexico hater. I'm not a Mexico hater. Mexico are rivals with the United States men's national team in soccer, right? So I don't hate them, but they're our rivals. Why would I want them to win? They're our rivals. Cross goes in from. My goodness, can they take one proper set piece? Is that Moises Caicedo again? What a shit set piece. My goodness. Okay, goal kick here for Mexico. And that's going to be a goal kick now for Ecuador. Yeah, it's a goal kick for Ecuador. We have 1 minute to go here in the first half. 1 more minute. So far, a deserving 2-0 lead for Ecuador. Sorry, for Mexico, not for Ecuador. For Mexico. They're saying, why support Ecuador if they're rivals with Brazil? They're not rivals with Brazil, guys. They're not really rivals. They play against Brazil, but Ecuador and Brazil are not really rivals. Come on. Okay, Incapié. This will probably be the last attack of the first half here for Ecuador. 49 minutes. Last little chance here for Ecuador to try to get something. Corner kick for Ecuador. This will be the last play probably of the first half. Ecuador gets a corner. If they can pull a goal here, we have a game. Corner kick for Ecuador. Literally the last attack of the first half. Like, hey, Tack, who do you love hate watching more, Mexico? Oh, England. Like, if Mexico plays England, I'm rooting for Mexico. Okay, Ecuador. Why, you idiots? The first half's gonna end. Why didn't you guys cross it? Oh my god. Stupid. Idiots. Did you guys see that? They had a corner, and it was the last play of the first half. In a corner. The last play of the first half. Instead of just sending it into the box and trying to get a goal, all they did was pass the ball back with a short corner. They just wasted it. Idiots. My goodness. Um, hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, and deceived by Ecuador. Joey, okay, so Joey, thank you for the super chat. He's been deceived by Ecuador. The game ain't over, okay? The game ain't over, but it's pretty close to over. I don't see how Ecuador scores 2 goals on Mexico. Mexico hasn't conceded a goal in the World Cup yet. They haven't conceded a goal. They haven't conceded a goal. One second, everyone. Okay, so let me just actually look here at the stats real quick for the first half because it's not looking pretty. There it is. Mexico with a 0.7 xG, Ecuador with a 0.22, 10 shots from Mexico, 2 shots from Ecuador, 2 shots on target for Mexico, 1 for Ecuador, 2 big chances. Yeah, look, Mexico's been the better side, right? That just sounded like fireworks here. Does someone have fireworks outside? I'm calling the cops. But not now because I'm in the middle of a stream. Yeah, so first half very dominant from what's the name? Dominant from Mexico, and I don't have much more to add there, guys. I really don't. Sabotage. Yeah, they're gonna sabotage my sleep because the US plays tomorrow. Let's go through the World Cup bracket. Why don't we do that? I want to go through the World Cup bracket. Let's go. Let's do that real quick. Knockout. So far in the World Cup, Germany lost to Paraguay. That was beautiful. Did you guys see Fabio? Did you guys see Fabio? Fabio was the Paraguayan stalker from the Copa America video. A friend of mine, right? He's not really a stalker. Did you see that he went viral? Fabio? No one saw that? Hmm. Just get some water here. Yeah. So Paraguay knocked out Germany, and they're gonna play France now. So pray pray for Paraguay because that's gonna be tough, right? France is the best team of the World Cup by far. Like I'm not joking. Like I think the last time the World Cup had a team that is so far ahead of everyone was probably 2002 Brazil. I don't remember because usually in the World Cup there's like 3 to 4 right teams that are about the same level fighting for the trophy. This one, France is the clear favorite. They're the best team. They're easily the best team. Um, but going on here, France and Paraguay, Canada and Morocco. So pray for Canada right there. I don't see how they advance. This bracket right here is the United States' bracket. No one really plays till tomorrow. Tomorrow we have US Bosnia. We have also Belgium and Senegal. I already posted my predictions on X. Argentina's beloved bracket, Cabo Verde, Australia. No one played there already. But Brazil's bracket, we had Brazil and Japan and Ivory Coast with Norway. So those have played already. Brazil face Norway, Mexico and Ecuador. So far, Mexico has the lead. And then tomorrow we have England and Congo, DR Congo. So we'll see. Ecuador playing like before 2019. See you tomorrow. Yeah, they're not playing well. It doesn't look like they'll advance. WG4366. France needs to get nerfed. It's just unfair. They have the best team. It's funny because this is the same team France brings to the Euros, but they don't win the Euros. The France hasn't really won the Euro. When was the last time France won the Euros? Let me see. Euros champions history. Let's see. List of UEFA European Championships. So let's see who are the champions. The last time France won was in 2000. That was the last time France won the Euros. That was right after they won the 1998 World Cup. So even though France has been great in World Cups, they haven't won the Euros since 2000. It's been a while. FM Angry Man, if Mexico and Argentina play in the semifinals, who are you rooting for? Mexico. Mexico. I don't like Argentina. It's not even anything to do with Brazil. I just don't like Argentina. So I would root for Mexico if that's the case. So going back here, Mexico's bracket is this one. So Mexico does have a tough bracket, right? If they win today, which they're winning, they very likely play England, and then after England, they'll probably play Brazil. I don't know if they can beat either one, even though England, I feel like they have a shot there. Isn't it interesting how Italy has won the Euros recently? And they can't qualify to the World Cup. Actually, here's an interesting fun fact for everyone. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me just get some water here, otherwise my throat is not going to be able to handle it. I know they call me the throat king, but again, I'm talking for like 2 hours straight on my own here. Um, so why don't you like Argentina? So being 100% honest, I do have friends that are Argentine or Argentine heritage, and I'm cool with them. But in general, like even when I was in Brazil in 2014, the experience alongside Argentinians, it's not fun. They're kind of mean. They're a little bit arrogant, sometimes a little bit racist. Um, it's pretty bad sometimes with Argentinians. I have friends that are from there, and they're very nice people, but the majority of my experiences with them wasn't great. Not really great. That's what I'll say. Um, but going on here, what was I going to say? I wanted to go through the Euros because one little fun fact that I wanted to talk about is if you guys go back to, okay, so let's do this little history lesson for the World Cup. The last few winners of the World Cup have been France, Brazil. I mean, from this century, right? Looking at this century, the teams that have won the World Cup were Brazil, Argentina, France, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Okay, Brazil, France, and Argentina, they've done well multiple times. Now, Italy, Spain, and Germany, ever since they won the World Cup, they haven't won a knockout game. Have you guys thought about that? So Italy won in 2006. They got grouped in 2010. They got grouped in 2014. 2018, they didn't qualify. 2022, they didn't qualify. 2026, they didn't qualify. Germany, they they actually won 2014. They got grouped in 2018. They got grouped in 2022, and they lost in the first knockout this one. Spain also hasn't won a knockout game since 2010. Yeah, actually, let me look here. Is that right? Let me check that. Spain World Cup history. I think Spain has not won a knockout game ever since they won the World Cup in 2010. Let's see. 2010, yes, champions, grouped in 2014, round of 16, 2018, round of 16, 2022. Now, they're probably going to win this year. So, none of them have won a knockout game up until now. None of them. It's insane. It is insane. So now they're going through here the highlights and looking at the highlights here, guys. There was a much better side in the first half, and it was Mexico. Mexico was the better side in the first half. I have absolutely no doubt about it. I almost rather go through my Pokemon cards again instead of watching this game. It just really breaks my heart to see Mexico being this dominant. It really does. They are being dominant. I got to be honest. I can't be biased here. I can't lie to you. It's rigged. It's definitely not rigged. Mexico's just been a better side. They just been the better side. It's not rigged. They've been better. Let me get more water here because my throat is destroyed. Talking like this for 2 hours, it's insane. And tomorrow, we have a big stream tomorrow. A very, very big stream. Because we have the United States. Actually, do you guys agree with me? Is tomorrow the biggest stream we've ever had in Tactical Manager TV? That is the biggest stream we've ever had. USA Bosnia World Cup round of 32, 2026 World Cup. That'll be the biggest stream we've ever had in the history of this channel. Saying Tack, if you had Whataburger in Austin, yes, I had Whataburger in Austin, San Antonio, and Houston. I did have Whataburger. I thought it was okay. Like it's a good fast food chain, but not something I would kind of like leave my house to go. Right. Tactical Manager TV is doubling tomorrow. Oh, we'll have a lot of people here tomorrow. And then as we win, the next one will be even bigger. And then as we win again, even bigger. It just gets bigger and bigger. That's what she said. I had to do it. I had to do it. I had absolutely no option. I had no option. I just had to do it. They're saying Whataburger is straight ass. I wouldn't call it straight ass. Like, I think like McDonald's and Burger King nowadays is closer to straight ass. Whataburger is better than McDonald's and Burger King. They're not like ass. They got Whataburger in Florida. No, they don't. They have Whataburger in Florida. Whataburger in Florida. Where? They have one in Orlando that is temporarily closed. They have one in Brandon, which is in Tampa. They have Whataburgers here? I didn't know that. They have like 5. No, they have a lot of Whataburgers. They have in Jacksonville. They have in St. Augustine. They have 2 in St. Augustine. Holy shit, I didn't know we had these many. We have in Pensacola. We have a lot of Whataburgers here in Florida. Most of them are in Jacksonville. Why does Jacksonville have so many Whataburgers? Why? There's like a lot of Whataburgers in Jacksonville. Almost feels like that. In Jacksonville, I guess it's like it's becoming Texas. We have also a Buc-ee's near Jacksonville. Jacksonville is pretty much becoming Texas. Whataburger, Buc-ee's, it's becoming Texas. We got some in Georgia too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. You're saying Jacksonville is a commercial sanctuary. I actually didn't know that. Whataburger's open 24/7. Is it? Is it? They're saying Jacksonville is the biggest city. No, it's not. Jacksonville is not the biggest city in Florida. Let's look at biggest cities in Florida. It's not Jacksonville. In Florida. Oh shit. It is Jacksonville. He's right. Jacksonville is the biggest city in Florida. It's Jacksonville, then Miami, then Tampa, Orlando, St. Petersburg. I mean, St. Pete is pretty much Tampa. St. Pete is pretty much Tampa. Hialeah, Port St. Lucie, Cape Coral, Tallahassee, and then Fort Lauderdale. I guess Greater Miami is probably the biggest one. Greater Miami is probably the biggest one. Matt is saying Argentina killed their natives and welcomed the Nazis. Yeah, I won't get into Argentinian history. Doyle saying, Tack, are you familiar with the old ODP for USF? You're talking about the old development? What is ODP in USF? ODP USSF. Oh, the Olympic Development Program. Oh, the one they had in the IMG. Yeah, that's very. Wasn't that where Donovan was a part of? That was the one with IMG. Yes, I am aware of it. I mean, I don't know too much about it. I wasn't around for it. At least I wasn't there, and I didn't live through it. But yes, I'm aware of it. I just don't know when did they ODP Olympic develop for long-term player development. They still go through that. They still have the ODP program. I'm trying to see. ODP, they still have it. I didn't know they still had it. Who has even come through it recently with the MLS academies? They're saying, bro, are you any good at soccer? I'm very good at soccer. Ask Pete. I'm very good at soccer. I'm an incredible player. I just have bad knees. I had 3 knee surgeries. 2 subs here for Ecuador. Preciado's on. So Ordonez and Franco are both out. Medina and Preciado are being subbed in. Sick the kid saying, I've seen him. He's a great American player, but average as percent. When have you seen me play, Sick? Oh, were you here? Wait, when have you seen me play, actually? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, second half is about to start. If Ecuador cannot get a goal until the hydration break, I might rage quit. I might just rage quit. I am seriously pissed off. Okay, second half just started for me. Second half just started. Ecuador better come in guns blazing here because they need a goal, dude. Okay, long ball to Preciado. He just got subbed in. Preciado with the cross, a little too strong, but Ecuador still has the ball. Ecuador cuts inside. Nope, no cross. Plata. Hey, ref. Isn't that not a foul, ref? How's that not a foul, ref? And here comes Mexico on a counterattack with Quinones. Quinones inside to Gilberto Mora. Oh, good switch in Mexico. This could be dangerous. Jorge Sanchez with the shot. That's a horrible shot. Horrible shot from no, not Jorge Sanchez. That was Alvarado, right? Yeah, sorry, that was not Jorge Sanchez. Boy, oh boy. Does anyone know what club Team Tax supports in Brazil? Palmeiras. I'm a Palmeiras fan, or Palmeiras, whatever you want to say, whatever you want to call it. I'm a Palmeiras fan. All right, goal kick here for Ecuador. They better lock in, dude. 46 minutes, so 1 minute here into the second half. Let's go, Ecuador. There's still time. There's still time. Ecuador tries to go long. My goodness, what is that? We're just going to play Route 1 football here? Well, Pete joined today. Pete's at a party. Pete's at a party. He cannot join. Otherwise, he would be here. Ecuador pressing Mexico now. Cesar Montes also. Okay, so both teams are just going to play Route 1 football now. I see you guys. We're just, oh my goodness. They're just both going to play Route 1 football. This is not looking good. Mexico with the ball. Ecuador recovers it. My goodness, like these guys can't combine like 2 or 3 passes. Caicedo cleared. What I'm wondering is where's England going to play tomorrow? Because they're going to have to travel to play in Mexico City after. I want to find out where's England. Does anyone know where England is playing tomorrow? What location? So England is playing. Where's this game being played? I'm trying to find. Does anyone know? If anyone knows, it's going to be played in Atlanta. So England's going to have to travel from Atlanta to Mexico City in the altitude. They're playing right now at the AC. I don't know, dude. There are some odds of England getting eliminated here. England played in Atlanta. Now they have to travel. I don't know. I don't know if also the Brits are ready for that. The fireworks. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, England could lose to Mexico. They're playing in Atlanta. They're going to have to travel to Mexico City. If I was a Brit, I would be concerned about that game, along with the fact that their team is very good but very overrated. Dr. Congo, DR Congo. Yeah, it's definitely not Dr. Congo. It's DR Congo. Okay, here comes Ecuador with the ball now. Piero Hincapié. Ecuador with the ball. They can't do anything with it. Dude, I'm telling you, if Ecuador cannot score until the hydration break, fireworks outside. Mother liquor. Who has fireworks outside? I just heard it. We're not at 4th of July. I am forgiving during 4th of July. Outside of that, no, I don't want to hear it. Ecuador at the ball. Ecuador again, passing the ball one way, another not doing anything. Gonzalo Plata. Plata ao White Preciado. Plata with it inside, no options. My goodness. Oh, you stupid moron. Just a long shot from absolutely nowhere. Why would you do that, dude? You haven't scored like VT. What was that shot? You haven't scored one goal from there in your entire career. And then now in a freaking World Cup round of 32, you're down 2-0 at the second half. And then you try that shot from 25 yards out, maybe 30 yards. You stupid little shit. Like, what is wrong with you? Why would you try this right now? Be patient. Dumbass. And here comes Mexico now. They have the ball. This could be number 3. No, Ecuador recovers it. Dumbass. And then you lose possession. You lose possession. Why would he do that? That's the problem why I'm pissed at it. Like, why would he do that? They're holding possession well. They're moving the ball one way, another way, move it one way, the other side. Like this organized Mexico with the ball. And then that idiot just shoots it from distance. He probably never scored a goal from there in his career. Now they lose the ball. Mexico has it again. They could score. They could waste time with it, hold possession, tire out Ecuador. Why would he do that? It's what I told you guys. The worst thing is not a bad player. It's a dumb player. That is the worst thing. A dumb player is far worse than a bad player. Almost another bad giveaway from Ordonez. Man, this guy is just handing out Christmas gifts early to Mexico. Oh, what a ball from Preciado. And here comes Ecuador. Ball to Valencia. Is he off? Is he off? And that's blocked. That'll be a corner kick, I think, for Ecuador. No, Valencia was offside. Valencia was offside. He was way off. So Berhalter is not a dumb player. Just no, Berhalter is definitely not a dumb player. Definitely not a dumb player. Okay, Mexico gets the ball back. Oh, they try to go long. Raul not able to settle it. Ecuador gets it back. Ecuador is playing better in the second half. They look like a much more competent team in the second half, but they just can't do anything with it. Also, they set the bar very low, right? Because the first half was complete dog shit. So I guess first half Ecuador was dog shit. Second half, they're just mediocre. We'll see. They can get a goal here before the hydration break. They have a shot. After that, Mexico will hold on to this lead. They won't have enough time. Ecuador with the ball. Moises Caicedo. Caicedo out wide. Gonzalo Plata. Plata loses the ball to Quinones, and that will be Ecuador ball. It's a throw in for Ecuador. Preciado to Caicedo. Mex Boy is saying, will Argentina be a contender once Messi's gone? I think Messi's a pretty big loss, right? So it's hard to tell. Let me ask you this. Is Argentina a contender right now without Messi? I don't think so. So depends on who they develop, but I think they might not be like a legit contender, right? Barcelona 2170 saying dumb player kills you, bad player at least works. Yeah, bad players can sometimes help. Like I think Sebastian Berhalter is not a good player, but he's not dumb. So Sebastian Berhalter sometimes can help you. Dumb players, they destroy your team. They destroy your team. I'm telling you, dumb players are the worst thing you can have. Ecuador at the ball. To Incapie. Out wide, Plata's deep, getting the ball very deep. Plata still has the ball. And he goes all the way back to Ordonez, the guy that's pretty much long ball here for Ecuador. Plata's able to settle it. Ecuador still has it. Dude, you got to get an early cross. They take too long. Valencia tries to head it, cleared by Mexico once again. And Ecuador has the ball. Caicedo in the midfield. They can't create. That's a big problem. They needed like a 10 or something, someone that can actually create. Ecuador still at the ball. The thing is, once they get a goal, the momentum changes. And Mexico is letting Ecuador play here in the second half. A little too much. Moises Caicedo. Ecuador, be patient. They have to be patient. You can't force it and just try a long shot for no freaking reason. They have to be patient. Incapie. Or try a cross, obviously, but don't try a stupid long shot. 56 minutes here. Ecuador still has the ball. Caicedo has it. Back to Ordonez, to Caicedo. Caicedo. Oh boy, they're going to try to put me to sleep here. Incapie. I know they have to be patient, but you also have to try something. A cross, a through ball. Joey saying, I'm scared what the price will be for Argentina's Devil Magic. You mean over the long run? They'll be fine. Argentina will always be competitive, even without Messi. But I just, obviously, when you lose a player like Messi, the downfall is hard. Just ask Barcelona. Messi is a player that's capable of carrying it. Oh my God, what was that cross? Ecuador doesn't know how to attack. They have the ball, but they don't know what to do with it. Hincapié. Ecuador still has the ball. Ecuador just doesn't know. Oh my goodness, that imbecile right there just gave the ball to Gilberto Moura. And Gilberto Moura draws a foul. Dude, what's his name? Number 20 for Ecuador. That guy is ass. Number 20 for Ecuador, Angulo. He plays for Sunderland. Does he actually play in the Premier League? No. He has 400 minutes for Sunderland. He is horrible. He is legit bad. What a terrible player. Ener Valencia's coming off. Ecuador needs a goal, so they're subbing out their center forward, which is probably what they should do. Probably what they should do. You're not going to get a goal with Ener Valencia. Ecuador tries to go long again. So Ener Valencia's off. Oh my God. And the guy that came on is probably even worse. I mean, if you're the backup of Ener Valencia, you're probably not good. If you're the backup of Ener Valencia. Ecuador trying to press Mexico. Mexico is just going to go long with Cesar Montes. And then Hincapié recovers it. Oh, he was pushed by Guti. Brian Gutierrez is on. Brian Gutierrez is on. Yeah, he just pushed Hincapié. Now they're showing Infantino. Infantino's a funny guy. Like, funny looking, I mean. Moises Caicedo. And here comes Ecuador trying. Okay, good long ball. But it's that guy, Angulo. He's a terrible player. He can't reach it. That was a good ball. But when you're trying to find a terrible player like Angulo, it's just not going to work. Eat my shorts saying, am I the only one who thinks Quinones was offside? Eat my shorts. He was not offside. He was not offside. He was on his own half. If you are on your own half, there's no offside. So he was not offside. That I can assure you, he was not offside. That's a rule. If you're on your own half, it's not offside. So no, Quinones was not offside. 60 minutes here. I don't think Ecuador has a shot during the second half. Maybe one in the entire second half so far. And they need 2 goals. Okay, now Hincapié with the ball. Ecuador, dude, we're 15 minutes into the second half. This team needs 2 goals, and they haven't created anything in 15 minutes. Anything. It's unbelievable. They're saying Ecuador is not serious. Just look at their coach. Yeah, well, their coach did a good job at the club level in South America, right? He even won. Ecuador has the ball. Nope, nothing out of it. Ball goes wide. They need to have more guys in the box because they need crosses. Oh, Angulo, good cross. Finally, Angulo did something. He finally did something. Ecuador needs more players in the box. They need to start just throwing in crosses. They can't create. So you might, if you can't create, you just put in crosses. Ball through. Mexico clears it. Throw in for Ecuador. Preciado with the ball. Throw in for Ecuador. They still can't create. It's almost like you have to poke Ecuador and just say, guys, can you guys do something? Please? Freaking do something. By the way, how many likes do we have in this stream right now? We have 792. Not bad for Mexico stream. Let's try to hit 1,000. Let's try to hit 1,000. If you haven't already, make sure to drop a like in this video. Incapie. Al white to Angulo. Angulo. And back. Oh my God, man. Long ball. Ecuador is able to hold it. Caicedo. Got to get across, dude. There you go. Cross goes in. Block. That's a corner for Ecuador. They got to just get crosses in. They can't create. That's all they can do. Cross, 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 and pray. They're saying, how's the hate watch, bro? Not good. As you may know, it's not going good. We're like Ecuador's losing 2-0. And they're not looking good. They're not creating anything. Corner kick for Ecuador. Let's see if they can get something out of this. Cross goes in. Cleared by Mexico once again. Preciado gets the ball. They need another cross. Get another cross in. Preciado still has the ball. And what a stupid... My goodness. Why? What was he trying to do? They're either very nervous or Ecuador has like the dumbest players I've ever seen in my life. My goodness. Bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. Unbelievable. Here comes Mexico. Oh, good ball forward. Brian Gutierrez, he's not off. He's not off. And then a terrible pass from Guti. And then Ecuador recovers it. Ecuador, you have to speed up and try to counterattack. Moises Caicedo with the ball now. Yeah, Mexico wasted that. Mexico could have got the third goal there, and that would have been game. If they score number 3, I'm done with this, dude. I'm not going to continue this. If Mexico gets a third goal and I just stay here having to listen to people troll me in the chat, that just becomes a humiliation ritual at this point. It just becomes a straight up humiliation ritual. Switched Mexico with the ball with Raul, and then Ecuador recovers it. Ecuador recovers the ball. We are close to 65,000 subscribers. Do you guys think I can break 70 by the end of the World Cup? Maybe. Maybe. I would want to hit 70,000. I don't know if we can, but I would love to. Mexico with the ball now again. Ball goes back. Romo to Cesar Montes. Montes, good ball forward. Preciado. Yeah, Preciado is definitely not a smart player. My goodness. Another stupid decision from Preciado. Quinones, and that's a corner kick. "65 minutes. We're about to hit the hydration break. We're going to hit the hydration break here very soon. Corner kick for Mexico. Corner kick for Mexico. "66 minutes, and then we're going to go to hydration break. Oh, what a save from Galindez. Mexico almost scored. Mexico almost got number 3. That would have been game. Cesar Montes, a good header and a brilliant save from Galindez. That would have ended the game right there. And my stream. And my stream right there. Man, another corner for Mexico here. And oh my God, again, Cesar Montes, that was like 1 inch away from the post. Ecuador is not even defending corners properly right now. That was close. It was actually Johan Vasquez now. My God. So in the second half, Mexico has also been better than Ecuador. They created better chances, even though they're defending more. And now hydration break. Guys, I really need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to put a quick word again from the sponsor. You guys don't go anywhere, drop a like. I'm going to run to the bathroom. It's 1 minute and 15 seconds, the sponsor. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. And I'm not going to wash my hands because I won't have time. I need to be back before the ad ends. I'll be back very soon.
The World Cup is here, and you want to watch the games without being watched. And that's why today we are partnering up with Proton VPN. With Proton VPN, you can watch the games with no tracking, no data collection, and your privacy being protected. I mean, we don't want that search history leaking. Essentially, you watch the game without being watched. Also, if you are traveling outside of the United States or out of your own home country during the World Cup, you can use Proton VPN. And that will allow you to access your home broadcasts from the subscriptions that you already have. Some people prefer a more familiar broadcast, so even miles away, it still feels like home. And if you use my link, which is protonvpn.com/tactical, or you can just click it in the description, you will get Proton VPN with a special deal that is valid throughout the World Cup. And this is big. You'll get 50% off if you sign up for 1 month. You'll get 65% off if you sign up for a full year. Now, if you sign up for 2 years, you get 70% off, which comes out to be less than $3 a month. Again, go to protonvpn.com/tactical to get those special offers. Thank you very much, Proton VPN, for sponsoring the channel.
Can you guys believe it? I went to the bathroom. I drank some water. I came back in 1 minute and 15 seconds. I didn't wash my hands. Obviously, I didn't have time to properly wash my hands, but it's okay. When the game is over, I'll do that. That's in like 20 minutes. But can you guys believe it? I literally did it. I went to the bathroom and came back in like 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'm very proud of myself, by the way. I know some of you might not be proud of me, but I am very proud of myself. And hydration break is still going on. It's still going on, the hydration break. Incredible. That was 130 seconds, the Beckham commercial. Yeah, look, he's right. Zachary's right. There's no need to wash your hand when you pee. He's right. He's right. He is one. Oh, we hit minute 69. Nice. 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 Oh, they're going to put Santi Jimenez. Well, Obed Vargas is going to be subbed in, but so is Santi Jimenez. So Obed's a good player. Santi's not. Santi's not. Okay. Goal kick here for Ecuador. Saying, I mean, you're still touching the toilet handle, but it's the toilet handle of my own place. It's not like I have a bunch of strangers here. It's from my own place. Caicedo with the ball just goes route one football. They go long, and it's through. Oh, Angulo got it somehow. Jorge Sanchez is on Angulo now, and Ecuador was able to progress the ball forward. They have 20 minutes. Guys, it's starting to get to a point where it's just not possible for Ecuador to do anything. Well, they can get a goal, but it's just like, will Ecuador score? Will Ecuador score 2 goals in 20 minutes? Mex Boy said, you remember Fabian Johnson? Of course I remember him. What happened to him? No one knows. It's a mystery. It is a mystery what happened to Fabian Johnson. He wasn't a bad player, guys. He wasn't bad. Ecuador at the cross, cleared by Mexico once again. And that's a free kick for Mexico. 72 minutes here. Say, Tack, why do you stink, bro? I don't stink. I smell very good. Believe me, I do. Cross from Ecuador. No one's there to score, and that's a goal kick for Mexico. No one was there to score. That's a goal kick for Mexico. 72 minutes and 30 seconds. Ecuador, guys, I'm just going to say it. Ecuador they don't deserve this win. They just don't deserve this win. All right, Raul's out now. They're resting Raul Jimenez. Santi Jimenez is on. If Ecuador was able to pull a draw, that could come back to bite Mexico. But guys, Ecuador is not creating anything. I think it's more likely that Mexico gets a third goal. It is more likely. I am actually getting very annoyed. I'm getting tired of this game. I'm getting very angry. I just don't like how Ecuador played. Like Mexico was clearly the superior side. Ordonez. How did Mexico improve so much? Well, Mexico has been much. Oh, Ecuador almost scored. He missed it on a 1v1 at the goalkeeper. I think he was off anyway, but he was able to settle on his chest and he couldn't really finish. Why didn't he use his left foot? And then he collided with the goalkeeper. That's a goal kick. Mexico improved ever since they hired Aguirre. So Aguirre, he essentially fixed the Mexican defense. And once that was done, the overall team just got better. Mainly that and set pieces. Those are two things that I've seen a noticeable improvement ever since Aguirre took over Mexico. They improved ever since they changed their coach. Honestly, similar to the US. The US improved when they changed their coach. Well, not immediately, right? It took some time. Memo Ochoa is warming up. I don't know if Rangel's probably not injured. He's probably not injured. It's a goal kick for Mexico here. 15 minutes to go. He's up. Rangel's fine. Oh, God. At least the US will make me happy tomorrow, right? Right, guys? The US will make me happy tomorrow. I would hope. Ecuador recovers the ball with Hincapié to Preciado. Preciado obviously kicks it at the Mexican player because it's Preciado. Ecuador tries to go long, cleared by Cesar Montes. Caicedo wins the header. Oh, mistake from Johan Vasquez. Let's see what Ecuador can do here. What just happened? He was off. No jinx. Nope. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, he pushed Johan Vasquez right there. Guys, I swear, if the game is 2-0 around the 85th, 86th minute, I'm ending the stream. I am not continuing this humiliation ritual right here. I will not continue it. I am tired of Ecuador literally not do the Ecuador dude. Ecuador had 0 shots on target. Let me look at it. I think they have 0 shots on target. Sorry, Ecuador has 1 shot on target. They have 1. Congratulations to Ecuador. They have 1 shot on target. Oh, now they're going to send in Kendry Paez, the young, promising attacking midfielder. What is he going to do in 10 minutes? I don't know. I don't know. They're saying don't quit. Like, guys, I'm sorry. If it's the 85th, 86th minute and Mexico has a 2-0 lead over Ecuador, a team that cannot score goals, they're not getting 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. I already don't think they can do it right now. They have 1 shot on target in 77 minutes. Caicedo and Kendry Paez are coming on. They're saying, Tack, if you quit, you'll lose subs. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm not, guys, I'm not quitting. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just annoyed by this game. I am really pissed off at Ecuador. It almost feels like they don't want to win this game. $79 here. Oh, yeah, right here, Rogelio. And guys, join the Discord link in the description of this video. Join the Discord link. Join the Discord link. The link is in the description of this video. Mexico making subs now. Oh, boy. Seriously, sometimes I really hate soccer. Sometimes I just really hate soccer. And that's like now. Like right now, I really hate soccer. I really do, dude. This was the day for, because now even if Mexico loses to England, there's no humiliation. Doyle is saying, "What is a Discord? Discord is just like it's a chat, right? It's a group chat, essentially. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. It's just a group chat." So Discord link is like you click on the link, you download the app, and it's just a group chat among many soccer fans that we made. So if you want to join the Discord, it's very active. There's like 300 people. There are more than 300 people. The link to the Discord is in the description of this video. Ecuador at the ball. They're not going to do anything. They're playing masturbation ball. Possession with no penetration. Ecuador's just masturbating. That's all they're doing. Kendry Paez. Ball goes wide. Gonzalo Plata. Plata loses the ball. No, still has it. Still has it. 81 minutes. Moises Caicedo. Ecuador, you're kind of running out of time. Kenny's saying, what a shit game from Ecuador. Thanks for covering it. Yeah, guys, thank you everyone that tuned in. And I agree, it was a terrible game from Ecuador. Mexico did play well, but Ecuador did not play well. Cross goes in. Ecuador cleared by Mexico. And Mexico defended very well, too. Caicedo's been awful. Caicedo has been terrible today. Moises Caicedo. He can't hit a single cross, connect a good pass. Not a good game. Um, Raw hit Cicada is saying, Tack, what if the night disturbance was an act to hide the fix? Now that's a conspiracy. I don't think this game was rigged. Ecuador is kind of looking like Ecuador's looked most of this World Cup. I don't think this game was rigged. I think Mexico beat them. And you guys know when I have to yell rigged, I'll yell rigged. I don't think it was rigged. I think Mexico just outplayed them. Mexico is the better team. Like Ecuador's trying, they're just not good enough. Cross goes in, no header. Kendry Paez, that's a free kick for Mexico. You're saying, Tack, I think you cursed the dark horse teams with the video you made. I don't know, because Phoenix, tell everyone in the chat, which team did I pick as a dark horse? At the end of the day, the team I picked was Colombia. I picked Colombia. So far, Colombia's alive. So far, Colombia's alive. 83 minutes. This game is done, dude. This game is done. Seriously. Ecuador, you're a big disappointment. You're like a son to me, like that one son that just became a bum. That's Ecuador right now to me. Hincapié tries a long ball, cleared by Mexico once again. Santi Jimenez gets fouled. 84 minutes. I said, wow, Colombia, not Norway. Yeah, I picked Colombia because of the bracket. I think Colombia will at least make it to the quarterfinals. Then the big question is how Colombia does against Argentina. But I think Colombia will at least make it to the quarterfinals. Long ball cleared by Preciado. Kendry Paez. To Hincapié. Let's see what Mexico or Ecuador. Ecuador, this is literally your last chance. You can't get a goal right now. Oh my God, what a terrible pass. And Ecuador somehow still has it. Moises Caicedo tries another long ball. Cleared once again. Caicedo still has it. And he tries a shot. That's not a good shot. That's a goal kick for Mexico. 5 more minutes of this torture. I can't take this anymore. And then now I'm going to have to root for Mexico against England. I don't have a choice. When do Mexico and England play each other? Let me check here. I think they play 4th of July. Let me see. So Mexico and England will play. No, July 5th. One day after 4th of July. That's not 4th of July. Preciado now with the ball. Kendry Paez to Preciado. Tries to. Oh, Rangel lets the ball run. Still. Oh my goodness. Ecuador almost got that. Rangel got it. Ecuador with the ball. Preciado. Hincapié. Imagine Congo defeats England and then Mexico has to play Congo. Then they kind of have a clear path to the quarterfinals, even though Congo is not an easy team, right? Moises Caicedo with the ball. 87 minutes, and Ecuador had one shot on target, and it wasn't even a good shot. Guys, I'll end it at the 90th minute. I just want to see how many minutes will be added, but I'll end it at the 90th minute. This game is over. Ecuador is not pulling a comeback here. They're not pulling a comeback. When it hits the 90th minute, I'll end it because it's going to be over. I just want to see how many minutes will be added. Preciado the ball. Long throw for Ecuador. No one's there. Incapie still has it. Oh, bad pass. Incapie. Ecuador still has the ball. Man, no, I'm sorry, dude. They're just not good enough. They can't create. They can't combine. What can they do? Kendry Paez inside. Oh, bad first touches everywhere. They should have put Kendry Paez earlier. He at least can pass the ball. At least Kendry Paez can pass the ball. Is that a corner or goal kick? No. That is a goal kick. Goal kick for Mexico. 88 minutes. Ball's back. 88 minutes. 2 minutes. Tack, you're a bum. I am not a bum. I'm definitely not a bum. Like, if you go to the dictionary and you look up the term bum and you see the description, you'll see that I am everything like the opposite of what a bum is. Another cross goes in. Ecuador's finally getting a few crosses in. ECU was internet's no ball pick, and all Mexico did was redeliver reality. Not a big deal. It's just ECU, go USA, make the host 3-for-3. What is ECU? Oh, Ecuador. Ecuador was internet's no ball pick. All Mexico did was redeliver reality. I thought Ecuador was going to pull it off, guys, but they didn't come close. They didn't come close at all. It's 2-0, but Ecuador never came close. And here comes Santi Jimenez. This could be number 3. 89 minutes. Santi Jimenez. Oh, my God. He's so ass. Like, Santi's such a bad player. My goodness. He's so bad. Like, Santi Jimenez should be playing for Ecuador. That's how bad he is. He should be playing for Ecuador. Great counterattack, and Santi Jimenez just wasted it. Okay, 90 minutes, everyone. I'm sorry. This game is over. I am going to end it. Congratulations to Mexico. I'm going to put a short on Instagram very soon about this game, my quick takes on this game. So, guys, follow us on Instagram. If you look here down below, right here, you'll see our Instagram, Twitter. I'm going to put my takes here very soon. So, Mexico wins. Like, there's no way Ecuador comes back. There's 7 minutes added. Guys, Ecuador in 90 minutes had one shot on target. It's more likely for Mexico to get another goal than Ecuador to get something here. It's been a deserving win for Mexico. I guess the maldición del quinto partido is dead, but it's over. It's over. So congratulations to Mexico. Am I happy? No, I'd be lying to you guys. I really wanted Ecuador to go through on this one, but ultimately, yeah, it is what it is. Thank you very much, Proton VPN, for sponsoring this video. If you need a VPN, use our link. You have some great discounts, some incredible discounts. All right, I'm out.